Look like pigeons softened up for kill. Okay, law show over. Now we get down to business, eh? Got fine type merchandise to sell. We got the boar-tusk bracelet, we got witch doctor mask, we got shark tooth necklace. You look, eh?
Just like I thought. Full of cavities.
Yeah, shark tooth will look pretty, not for bite.
Tell you what, Arulo. We'll give you, say, one genuine signal flag. A peace form. Your choice of colors.
No deal. This month price go up. 2 signal flag and 3 oil drum.
That's highway robbery.
That's what we call inflation. You know pay? Get your own shark.
We got one right here.
No, wait a minute, Chief. We're taking all the risk.
That's how coconut crumbled. You meet Urulu's price, or Urulu sell to convoy wholesale and cut out middleman.
Hey, Chuck! Hey, come on over here, you blasted businessman. Hit the deck. We're shoving off.
What's up?
Just got a message from Main side. They said there's an enemy transport plane down. We gotta go over and survey the wreckage. Chuck! Doug, go ahead, come on, boy. Get the lid out. Let's go.
I'm coming, Skip.
Boy, I'm telling you.
Howdy. Hey, you guys. Hey, I got it. Hey, follow that boat. We're going the wrong way.
All right, take 5, boys. Oh, boy. That wreck can't be much farther back in this jungle. Hey, Skip.
Huh? $10 bill. You must have dropped this.
You kidding? I haven't seen a sawbuck since payday.
That's funny. I smell money. Hey, I feel money. It's a 10 spot.
All right, let's go back to sleep.
Hey, it's raining money.
This is my kind of rain. Hey, guys, we found it over there.
The nip plane, and it's loaded with loot.
Look at all this money.
There's millions here. Oh, thank you, thank you. Now I can do what I've always wanted. Buy the Brooklyn Dodgers.
Buy all of Brooklyn. Go in Long Island for a rumpus room. I can see it all now. Milk baths every morning. Champagne. Caviar. Hey, they're blowing away. Relax. They're only 20.
My mother always told me if I ate all my vegetables, I'd grow up to be rich.
Hey, Skip, we're millionaires. And after the war's over, it's off like a free for the outing season.
And then on to Alcatraz for the rock pile season. Look, you guys, nobody's going anywhere with this dough. We're going to turn it over to Binghamton.
Skip, find this keepers. The old spoils of war. And with all this, we're set for life.
And that's just about what you'll get. Life. We must have a dozen directives from Com Fleet warning us to be on the lookout for phony dough.
It's real, Skip. It's real.
Skip, this can't be phony. My fingers never lie.
Well, it's between your fingers and naval intelligence, because according to them, the Nips printed millions of this junk at the start of the war.
How do you like that? We just went from millionaires to bums. I ate all that succotash for nothing.
Okay, you dreamers. Let's get all this stuff aboard. We're going to take it back to Binghamton. Yeah, I'll take along a sample, and when he sees it, he can tell us when to burn it.
Burn it?
Let's go. Come on, come on.
Oh,
Let's go.
boy, it's things like this that make a guy want to throw the war.
Admiral's checking the serial numbers. He'll have an answer right away. Yes, sir. Yeah. Oh, yes, I have the total amount right at my fingertips, Admiral. It's, what is the total amount? Speak up.
Oh, $4 million, give or take 100,000.
Give or take 100. $4 million, Admiral. Yes, sir. Yes, it is. It's quite a tidy sum, sir. Yeah. Sir, I'm ready to start the bonfire just as soon as you say that it's, What's that, sir? You say it's real? You say the money is genuine? It was stolen from the Bank of Manila during the invasion? Yes, sir. I know it's my responsibility. Yes, sir. I'll put a guard on it around the clock until you send a man to get the money, sir. Yes, sir. Over and out. Yes, sir. You hear that, McHale? The money's real. The money's genuine. We've got a fortune on our head. Where's McHale? What happened to McHale?
I don't know, sir. He just seems to have vanished into thin air.
Vanished into thin air. I'd let some thin air into that thick skull of yours. Get my gig. Get the shore patrol. We've got to get over to McHale's Island before this money vanishes with him. Put that on me as I go. I'll bet $20,000.
I'll tell you what. I'll see your 20, and I'll raise you 50,000. How about you, Mr. Parker?
Well, I bet a nickel.
Hey, it's trinket time. Here comes Arulu.
You know, let's play it cool. Let's not look and act too anxious. Otherwise, that crook will hype up the prices.
Fondo.
Be with you in a minute, the Rulu, as soon as we finish this hand.
You take time, Orulu, like the kibbutz.
Now, let's see. I'll see you $250,000 and raise you $250,000 more.
I'm out.
I'll call that.
I'm out. Well, I'll stay.
Well, there you are, chaps. Read 'em and weep. 3 jacks.
Not this time, Groob. 3 ladies.
Well, I guess that beats me. All I've got is 2 pair of 5s.
Told you guys I never win.
What a schnook. Sure like to get him on slow canoe to Samoa. Well, now that game over, let's trade for trinkets.
Sorry, Arulu. Not interested. Arulu, you're in luck. How would you like us to pay for those trinkets in cash? American wampum. Genuine U.S. money.
No place to spend money on island?
So what? Look at these pictures. Lincoln, Jefferson, Grant. All heap big American chiefs. You'd be the only one on the island with his own private art collection.
Not bad idea. Okay, you got deal.
The $4 million is yours. But I'll say one thing. You sure drive a hard bargain.
Not come top cat acting like scared mouse.
There you are. It's all yours. And don't forget to bring back the blanket. Come back anytime.
It no fun when it this easy.
Hey, you guys!
Hey, Skip, go
All right. Cut the chatter. Now, where's all the money?
Oh, we saved you the trouble, Skip. You don't have to shish about the cash. We got rid of it.
What do you mean you got rid of it? Talk, come on, where's all that cabbage?
Don't get excited, Skip. We dumped it on Arulu. Made a terrific trade.
Oh, no. You miserable 8-ball. You mean to tell me the one my back was turned? You swapped $4 million in cold cash? That thief Barulu?
You guys had no business disposing of that money, even though it was counterfeit.
That's just it. It isn't counterfeit. This is real 100% Yankee greenbacks, all $4 million of it.
Well, then it's not so bad if it's real. Real?
All right. Listen to me. I'll give you the whole poop. Look, I was wrong. The Nips didn't print it. They captured it in the Philippines. Compleat is even sending down an escort for it.
So long, guys. I gotta see a man about some spice. Shoot me, Skip. I deserve it.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, heads up, you guys. Here comes old Lead Bottom.
Holy heck.
We gotta do some
Hold it. Fuji.
I know. Head for the boondocks.
Right. The rest of you guys, grab those crates that the money came in, stuff them full of banana leaves, anything to make them feel loaded. Well, come on, get going, will you? Chuck, you stay here with me. Help me stall Binghamton. Hello, Captain.
All right, McHale, where is it? Where?
Where's what?
We haven't seen any money.
You're referring to the money that we found, sir. Well, you don't have to worry about that, sir. My men would be glad to stand a 24-hour watch on it, sir. So promptly picks it up.
Oh, would you do that?
Yes, sir.
Do I look like the kind of a man that would give the rats the key to the cheese factory? Shut up. You've got just 3 seconds to hand that money over. Carpenter, synchronize our watches.
Yes, sir. Oh, sir, my second hand isn't working.
Oh, never mind.
Well, here, you can borrow mine, sir. It's a little slow.
Keep out of this. Your 3 seconds are up.
Oh, well, all right, Captain. It hurts my feelings that you don't trust us, but, well, okay, guys. Bring in the loot. That's it. Sit right down here, fellas. There we are. Yes, sir. There we are, sir. Okay.
Here you are, Captain Binghamton, sir. $4 million, coin of the realm. If you'll just sign a receipt right
A
here.
receipt for what? So far, all I've seen are 3 boxes.
You're perfectly right, sir. No use in buying a pig in a poke. Tink, open it up.
Pretty, ain't it?
Captain Binghamton, do you mind we hold out a couple of these souvenirs?
Put that back in the box and close that up. Carpenter, see that stays closed. In case they get any more wild ideas. All right, you men, get these crates in the gig. They try and jump you, shoot to kill. Stand back from the money. Stand away from the money. Away.
We still need your autograph, sir.
Huh? Oh, all right.
That's it, sir. Well, so long, Captain. It's been a pleasure coming around anytime, sir.
You know, McHale, it's too bad your cupboard wasn't bare. Your court-martial would have been worth $4 million.
Well, like I've always said, sir, you're all hard, yes. Bye-bye, sir. Bye. Bye.
Boy, that was close. When Tinker opened that crate, I almost fainted.
You almost fainted. That was my last $100 on the top of that.
Yeah, well, I got news for you, Mr. Wheeler Dealer. You can consider it as a down payment on our sell at Alcatraz. If we don't get that $4 million back from Orulu and fast. Come on, boy, let's go.
Bunga Inga.
Holy, get a load of this place.
Take the loot!
Hi, Chief.
I never knew Fort Knox had a jungle branch.
Man, I love this decor. Sort of early Rockefeller.
Welcome to New Art Gallery. Why you bring back all that souvenir junk?
Well, Chief Orulu, the moment I heard about this outrageous swindle, I rushed right over here, sir, because all this money that my men gave you is absolutely worthless, sir. It's counterfeit. Yes, sir. And I dragged this dishonest crook here to apologize to you personally, sir.
Forgive me, almighty warrior. I knew not what I did. It was in a moment of blind madness I took advantage of you. I am lower than a rat, sire.
Off your knees, knave, and return all those valuable trinkets that you stole from this good man.
Oh, yes, great skipper. I shall return them and give back this worthless paper that I...
Orulu, what's he doing?
Earthquake god in lousy mood. Witch doctor makes sacrifice.
You want me to go get him fatted calf?
I know the earthquake god deserves nothing but the best, but here, wouldn't some of these trinkets burn just as well?
Him sick and tired of trinkets.
It's no good, Chief. He won't give it up.
I know, but we gotta think of something.
There's only one way out. He loves to gamble. How about a game of poker? The trinkets for the money.
poker for $4 million? Yeah, that's an awful lot of loot to take chances with, Groob.
What chances? I'll give him the old double shuffle, and it'll be all over.
Oh? Rulu, seeing as how you won't give us back the money, and I will not allow my men to keep the trinkets, why don't we have a contest? Winner take all. Draw poker?
Poker? No, not bad idea. Earthquake God wants piece of action, too. Okay, we play tomorrow.
Oh, good. I'll have Gruber over bright and early.
Gruber? I want to play him. Odds a lot better that way.
But I'm a terrible poker player.
Oh, you're telling me. I play him or game off.
Skip, I never win. And for $4 million, oh boy.
Oh, boy is right.
Well, I guess I lose again. My highest card's an 8.
Oh, this practice sure isn't helping.
Boy, Arulu's gonna skin him alive.
Goodbye, $4 million.
You know, Chuck, you've been here for 2 hours now, and I bet you could come up with is a pair of threes.
Well, I'm sorry, Skip. I guess I'm just a born loser.
Look, Mr. Parker, if you think like a loser, you get losing cards. What you gotta do is think like a winner.
You know, Groob's right, Chuck. All you need is a little self-confidence, and the cards will come your way. Ain't that right, Groob?
Yeah, Skip. It works every time. Shall we try it, Mr. Parker?
But yeah.
Think like a winner. Think like a winner. Think like a winner. Think like a winner. Think like a winner.
Okay, open your eyes.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Hey, it works. Look what I got.
Yeah.
Skipper, condition red. Binghamton's coming ashore, and he's got a squad of SPs with him.
Oh, what a time to come. Fuji.
I know. Get lost.
Yeah, and the rest of you guys, keep your mouths shut and your fingers crossed. Now, let's go.
But you guys, wait a minute. I won. Look what I got. Hey!
All right, where's Billy the Kid? Where's Dilgy? Where's the mail, Ma Barker?
Well, hello, sir. It's really a surprise.
It seems to be a day for surprises, McHale. Like the one I got when I opened those crates that were supposed to have the money in them.
Well, I know what you're thinking, but...
No, you don't know what I'm thinking. I don't even care what you did with the cash. I'm happy. Do you hear me? I'm happy. I'm so happy I could kiss all of you.
Well, if you don't mind, I'll settle for bread and water, sir.
Oh, knock it off. We're going to have a nice little package here, all ready for the gallows when Admiral Drooton shows up to get the money. All right, you men, arrest these thieves. Arrest them all.
Oh, no, wait a minute. Hold it. Just a minute now. Hold it. Okay, Captain, but in that case, you better figure on occupying a cell right next to ours, sir.
Why would you say a thing like that to me, McHale? Why?
Well, we're going to have to tell the truth, right? You, took the money, didn't you, sir? You signed a receipt, remember?
That's right, Skipper. In triplicate. Signed Wallace B. Binghamton.
Oh, that stupid receipt. I could just scream. All right, McHale, where's the money? Where is it? Where?
Well, we know where it is, sir, and, we could get it back in time before Admiral Drooton comes back here, but you seem all so head up about putting us in jail.
Who said anything about putting you in jail? Where do you get those? You men, you fools, get away from there. What's the matter with you? I have to think of everything. Get away.
You won't regret this, Captain. Yes, sir. We won't let you down.
You'd better, McHale, because if you don't, so help me, I'll... Oh, why did I ever join the Sea Scouts?
Bye-bye, Captain. Bye.
Oh, you sure saved our necks.
You really got us out of that one, Skip.
Yeah.
There's only one little thing. We've got to figure out a way how to make Mr. Parker a winner tomorrow.
Oh, you don't have to worry about that. All you have to do is think like a winner. Read him and weep.
Oh, brother. He doesn't even know I slipped on these 4 races.
Too bad you can't figure out some way to slip in the 4 races tomorrow.
Hey, wait a minute. Who says we can't?
Well, how?
Arul's man's dealing.
Arulu's really stacking the deck.
Well, then it's up to us to unstack them, doggone it. We gotta create some kind of a distraction. Let's see now. They're superstitious, right?
Right.
The earthquake god. Hey, maybe he'll give us that little chance that we need to slip Mr. Parker those 4 races, huh? Let's go in and talk about it, boys.
Pretty clever, if you ask me.
One earthquake coming up.
Okay, Willie, move out.
Are you ready, Groob? Yeah, just say the word, Skip. Hey, look.
Okay, ceremony finished. Now we play. Earthquake God's smiling on me now. Fondo, fondo.
On with the game, Chief. Fondo, fondo.
Well, let's ante up, get the old show on the road. All right, let's wing those pasteboards and make the plunge.
You love that kind of talk. That's not bad.
McHale, him some kind of nut?
Oh, you'll find out. Go get him, killer.
Right. Croupier, if you don't mind, I'd like to cut those tickets. Think you're messing with kids, huh, big fella? Well, kind of a slippery deck. Well, Chief Baby, Baby, I'm ready. One hand, no openers, winner take all.
Deal.
Remember now, think like a winner.
Think like a winner. Like a winner. Think like a winner. Think like a winner. And think like a...
Don't worry, Chief. I got the 4 aces ready.
Yeah.
I take 2. How many you want, Parker?
Well, I might as well take 2. 3.
4?
4. Take 4.
Oh, this too easy. Too easy.
Nothing's happening. Quick, check the wires. Oh, brother.
That's the boys. Here goes El Switcheroo.
Earthquake God man.
Yeah.
Got to go.
Yeah.
First, must see who won.
Oh, no.
I had full house, Parker. What you got?
No, he's got enough. Come on, we got to make a run.
Got the show.
Yeah.
All I had is 4 kings.
4 kings, that's all he had. 4 kings! Hey, we win!
Who cared about money now anyway? Got the scram.
Yeah, that's good. Hey! Jack, you did it, baby, you did it!
Yeah, and they did it fair and square.
How about that, huh? Hey, you guys are great. You let loose those charges right in the butt.
Charges? What charges? We couldn't get them to work.
Yeah, this is a real earthquake, Skip.
Well, come on, let's get this show off the walls. Let's go. Let's get out of here. Fast. Here, dump it in here, boys. Put it in there.
Next time, remember to think like a winner. Forehead.
So if you'll just sign the receipt, Admiral, and the $4 million will be all yours.
All right, so much for formalities. Now, Commander McHale, if you'll take me to the money.
Oh, hey, it's right in the captain's office, sir. One of my men has just taken inventory. After you, sir.
3,264,382. 3,200.
Hey,
With your permission, sir.
You guys in the bottling department, shake it up. We got a lot of orders to fill.
Hey, group, what label you want me to put on this batch? The 10-year-old Tennessee Mountain Dew or the 5-year-old Chattanooga Sippin' Corn?
Well, let's be strictly honest about it this time. Use the age in the wood label. Willie dropped his toothpick in the mash. That tastes like instant sick leave. What's the idea, Willie? If the guys at the base try this stuff, they'll figure we sold out the Tojo.
Sorry, Group, but I'm real worried. I ain't got a letter from Effie May in now in 3 weeks.
Forget about Effie May. Think of your sweet old grandmother back in Spruce Ridge.
That's right. If she finds out how you loused up a recipe for corn squeezins, well, she'll sick the revenuers on you.
Hey, Willie! Listen, I picked this letter up for you over at Mainside. It's the one you've been waiting for, all the way from the hills of Tennessee.
Well, lads, we're back in business. Once again, our happy mountain boy will be dancing barefoot through the sour mash.
Oh, Effie May. What's the matter, Willie? She got married. What? Effie May went and married that 4F Luke Higgins.
Oh, boy, you need a drink. Oh, he's got enough trouble. Don't poison him.
Hi, Chuck.
Hi.
Where's everybody?
Oh, well, officially I couldn't say, Skip, but unofficially they're up at the STILL.
Hey, now watch your language, boy. There's nothing in regulations against a man having a hobby, is there?
Oh, no, it's good for the morale. Takes your mind off war. In fact, if you ever had any of that stuff, it takes your mind off everything.
When the recreation hour is over, pass the word along to Willie that he's to report to the main base 1400. Captain Binghamton's radio man came down with I don't know, something or other, and has to take over his watch for him.
Okay. Hey, Skipper! Hey, Skip, you better go talk to Willie. Maybe you can cheer him up.
Why, what's the matter?
Well, that pea-picking sweetheart of his just sent him a Dear John letter.
Oh, for crying out loud. Poor swab's out here fighting a war, and that backwoods female jilts him. How's he taking it?
Rough, Skip. He's sitting there like he was shell-shocked.
Kamikaze attack! Hit the nose! Kamikaze attack!
Kamikaze, we should be so lucky. That's the still. Willie, what happened?
Effie May got married.
Well, McHale, it was nice of you to drop in on our little staff meeting. Now, I'm sorry if the war interferes with your water skiing.
Oh, we weren't water skiing, sir. No, sir. We were having a little trouble with our still, though.
Well, we're always glad to come over, Captain. Yes, sir. And see how the Navy operates.
Don't get cute with me, McHale. Clam up and sit down. Now move. If you'll get Mortimer Snurd off your lap there, we'll proceed with the meeting. Gentlemen, I want you to hear this, and I want you to hear it good.
There are no more seats.
Stand up. Lean against the safe. Get in the safe. Just shut up. I have been alerted to expect a visit from Congressman Carl Joyner. Now, this is a visit so important that I have been alerted by a directive from Cominchpack. No question about what that means.
Well, I have a question.
What is it?
What does Cominchpack mean?
Nobody could be that stupid. What is coming? On second thought, I take that back.
Cominchpack means Commander-in-Chief, Pacific Fleet.
Cale, would you stop conducting school while I'm talking? Now, Congressman Joyner happens to be the ranking congressman on the Committee of Naval Appropriations. He can smell a loose dollar in the wind, and I don't mind telling you I'm not looking forward to his visit.
Well, Captain, I want you to know that we're behind you 100%, sir.
Well, thank you, McHale.
Think nothing of it, sir. Yes, sir. If you're in trouble with your accounts, we'll make up the shortage out of our own pockets, right?
We'll pass a hat right now.
Oh, shut up. You'll pass a hat right now. What's the matter with you? Comedians! What I need are fighting men, and they send me fat little comedians.
Captain, just when is Congressman Joyner due here?
Sometime next week. I've sent a message to Captain Dryden. He's the officer who will accompany the congressman, asking for the details. And whose office do you think this is? I don't want to be interrupted if I'm in an important meeting. Oh, Captain Dryden, he's on the scramble phone. Put him on. Hello, Dryden, did you get my message?
What in blazes is going on down there? We have checked every code in the book, including the Japanese, and still it comes out every other word Effie-May. That's right, E-F-F-I-E-M-A-Y.
Effie-May, get that radio man in here. I didn't send any message with Effie-May in it.
They jumping torpedoes. Willie's fouled up.
Settle down, man. Get this Effie-May off your mind, whoever she is.
But Dryden, Captain Dryden?
Sir?
All right, Moss, what is all this about Effie-May?
Gee, Captain, how'd you hear about her?
I heard about her the hard way, straight from Commonwealth.
Oh, that's Commander-in-Chief of Pacific Fleet.
Knock it off!
Oh, now, ease off there, Captain.
You and your crew have got me into trouble for the last time. I'm going to ship this Moss right out of here just as soon as I can get a replacement.
Shipping him out? Oh, but Captain, have a heart.
Never mind my heart. It's my ulcer that I'm worried about. And you listen to me. If you and your 8 balls make one miscue while that congressman is here, I'm going to rack you up and drop you in a side pocket like the Aleutians.
Oh, but Captain...
Don't you butt me. I mean it. And I'm going to do it if I have to put the orders straight through to Sinkus.
Sinkus? That's a dandy. What does that one mean, sir?
Commander-in-Chief of the... Oh, get out of here! Oh, out! Hurry up! I tell you, Skip, we got to do something.
Yeah, if Willie gets shipped out now on top of losing this gal, he'd be bucking for a Section 8.
There must be something we can do, Skip.
Skip, it just ain't like you to give up without a fight.
All right, ease off, Willie. I tried talking to Willie to snap him out of it. But it wasn't like he didn't even hear me. Look, if any of you guys got any bright ideas, now's the time to bring them up.
Yeah, the skipper's right. We can't blame him every time somebody gets in trouble. Now, this is one problem we just got to iron out ourselves.
Attaboy, Mr. Parker. What's your idea?
Well, now, there are any number of things we can do. One, if we all got together, we could, well, 2, there's a possibility. Look, I hate to pass the buck, but this isn't enlisted man's problem.
Guys, I think Mr. Parker just came up with a solution.
See? Yeah, well, any leader of men would have done the same for his crew. Yeah. What was the solution?
Well, you said full rank. Skip, all you got to do is put in a good word for Willie with your old pal, Admiral Reynolds.
Hey, I think Club's got it.
That's
Skip.
good.
Listen, he says that we're the best combat crew in the South Pacific.
You guys want me to defy Captain Binghamton?
To go over his head? To violate the Navy chain of command? Now, wait just a minute!
That's long enough. I'll do it. Come on.
Yes, sir. Anything you say, Admiral. Anything. Yes, sir. Get on the ball. Yes. And batten down the hatches. Yes, sir. Yeah, get the lead out of them. Yes. Thank you very much, Admiral. Thank you. McHale's some dash. Come in!
Oh, hello, Captain. Sorry to butt in, sir, but my ears were burning. I had a feeling someone was talking about me, sir.
And my nose has been itching, too, so... Oh, wait a minute. Check that. That means you're going to kiss a fool. Doesn't come to acceptance,
Would you stop that infernal babbling? Yeah, you're really asking for it going over my head to the Admiral.
Oh, now, wait a minute, Captain. Don't make waves. Now, you're trying to break up my crew, and I had to go to bat for them. And now, sir, if you'll excuse us, we'll go inform Radioman Moss that he's been reinstated.
Just a minute, McHale. Moss has not been reinstated.
What?
The Admiral may have a soft spot in his heart, but not in his head. Your boy's future here at Taratupa is, to put it in a word, very iffy.
What do you mean?
The Admiral is sending a communications officer down here to give that boy a full and complete radio man ratings test, and he'd better not make one teensy-weensy little mistake.
But he already passed that test.
That's right, sir. And according to naval regulations, you can't try a man twice for the same offense.
Oh, is that right? Well, that's a good thing for you, Goofy. Or you'd be in a constant state of court-martial for impersonating an officer.
Oh, now, wait a minute, sir. I've got papers to...
So did Rin Tin Tin. Get him out of here before he bites somebody.
What does he mean impersonating an officer, Skip? Why, it says right on my commission.
Oh, don't worry about that now, Chuck. Willie's our problem right now. Doggone, he's so shook up about that Effie-May that he's gonna blow that test for sure.
Yeah, well, I don't know why he can't get his mind off Effie-May. There's a lot of good-looking girls around here.
Yeah, sure there are. But Willie's taste runs to Tennessee mountain gals. And where are you going to find a sweet-talking pea picker in this part of the world, I ask you?
Yeah.
Excuse me. I'm new on this here base. Could y'all tell me where the officers' club is?
Right over there, miss.
Thank you kindly.
You're welcome.
Oh, Pete Picker! Miss, I gotta talk to you.
Well, sir, you don't have to scare me half to death.
Quick, McHale, unhand that woman.
Oh.
That's a no-no.
Oh, now, Molly, it's not what you think.
It better not be. Cindy, this is Commander McHale. He's already spoken for it. Lieutenant Cindy Bates. Ensign Parker, it's open season on him.
I'm mighty proud to make the acquaintance of such charming gentlemen.
Well, hush, my puppies. You all ain't half as proud to meet we all as I all is to meet you all. And that's all.
Don't try to tease me with that Dixie talk. You're not from the South.
Yeah, but there's a boy in our crew who is, and I think you're just the gal that can save his bacon and grits, honey. Come on, honey, I'm gonna buy you a drink.
Mint julep, of course.
Mind if I come along?
Well, I'm all set, Commander. How do I look?
Oh, great. And you're an angel for doing this. But remember, this is a rush job, so you really got to turn on that southern charm. Go full speed ahead.
I'll sure do my little old best.
Oh, boy, if that's not good enough, then maybe you ought to be shipped out, huh? Oh, didn't hurt a bit. Didn't hurt a bit. Hey, Willie, they got a new nurse in there. Boy, what a cute doll.
Dang.
Yeah, but this one's a southern gal, a real Dixie bluebell, with a landscape like those Tennessee hills. Woo-hoo. Come on.
You don't have to, Skip. Golly, I hate shots.
Oh, but once you get a load of this gorgeous dish of corn pone, man, you won't feel a thing. Come on, boy, come on. Get in here, come on.
Lieutenant Cindy Bates, this is Radio Man Willie Morris.
Well, howdy there, Willie Moss. They tell me y'all come from Tennessee. That's my neck of the piney woods.
Yes, ma'am.
He's a little shy.
My, what a darling boy. Enough to make a girl's heart go pitty-pat. Don't hang your head, sugar. You don't have to be shy with little old me.
Come on, boy, look at her, look at her.
Well, now, Willie, wasn't that the nicest little old shot you ever had? What do you say?
Thank you, ma'am. Let's get out of here, Skip.
And Molly says that boy isn't shy. He's just plain dead.
Yeah, how do you like that, Willie?
He gets a good-looking dame and nothing happens.
He's sicker than we thought.
What are we gonna do now, Skip?
I don't know.
Hey, Skip, where's Willie?
He's up in the hills moping. Why?
I got some bad news. That examining officer's going to be here in the morning, and Willie's supposed to report to take that test at 0800.
Well, that knocks the bung out of the barrel.
You can say that again.
Well, now, wait a minute, Skip. I think I can carry the ball here. Now, if I can find Willie, I can teach him all I know about communications in 24 hours. Matter of fact, I can do it in 20 minutes.
Well, thanks, Chuck. But that's not Willie's problem now. It's a state of mind he's in. In a word, Effie May.
I hate to say anything, Skip, but that's 2 words. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, she must be a real doozy to top Cindy.
Are you kidding? She's a big nothing. Wait a minute. Excuse me. Willie threw this away when he got that letter.
Oh, so that's Effie May, huh?
Yeah. Boy, no wonder he didn't go for Cindy. She was wearing shoes.
Yeah. Hey, that's it.
Yeah. That's what?
Well, look, all Willie saw in Cindy was a nurse in a hospital. But supposing he was to see her dressed up like this, without them shoes, and surrounded by a bunch of her mountain kinfolk. Now, that might sure shake up his chitlins.
Hey, that's the best darn idea you come up with yet. Neighbors, we're gonna have us a real old mountain hoedown.
Hello, boy. Hey, you guys, where are you?
Critters, halt. Present jugs. Hillbilly detail ready for inspection, Skip.
The Dog Patch Volunteer Brigade, I do believe. As you were, you bunch of varmints.
Hey, Skip, ain't we a caution? How do we look, Skip?
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Hey, where'd you get that mountain greenery, boy?
Just use the old grouper genius and the stuffing's out of a mattress.
Oh, you peat pickers are sure going all out. Anything I can do to help?
You already have. With your mattress, neighbor.
Hey, no kidding. You guys sure did a great job. If this doesn't snap Willie out of it, nothing will.
Howdy!
Oh, no. Japanese hillbilly? Where you from, the south of Tokyo?
Also, bye, Clucky.
Howdy, neighbor.
It's funnin' time. Ain't no time for studying.
Hot darn.
Well, what's going on? Hey, well, you know the little nurse Cindy over at the main base? Yeah, what about her?
She's a chick from down your way and real lonesome for the hominy grit country.
You see, she's feeling rather poorly, so we thought we'd give her one of them dadgum hoedowns. Kind of liven up her vittles, you know what I mean? Well, we thought it would be right neighborly if you'd mosey along with us.
Well, sure. I'll help out. But I swear, I ain't never heard nobody talk like that in my whole life.
Hey, fellas! Skipper's coming with girls. Let's go, neighbor-san. Howdy!
Oh, boy.
Come right this way, ladies. Ladies, may I present to you the Shore Patrol of the Confederate Navy.
We're mountain men without a care. Our beards are long and our feet are bare. We patch our breeches when they tear. And likewise with our underwear. We do what comes naturally. We tote our jugs when we put to sea. There's nothing like us in the whole Navy. The Hillbillies of the 73.
Boys, say howdy to our guest of honor, Miss Cindy Bates.
Howdy, ma'am.
Willie, step up here and welcome a homesick Tennessee gal, will you?
Proud to have you aboard, Miss Cindy.
Howdy, sugar.
Begging your pardon, sir.
Something must be going on over there at McHale's Island. I feel it in my bones. It's the same feeling I always get when there's trouble brewing.
Oh, your bones are right, sir. We do have trouble. It's Congressman Joyner. He's here, sir.
What? Well, that's not possible. They're not due here till next week.
They've just landed, sir. He and Captain Dryden are on their way here right now.
Oh, for heaven's sake, take the glasses.
Yes. Oh,
You do anything right. You have any idea how that feels?
Afternoon, Binghamton. Carpenter, sir.
Captain Dryden. Welcome aboard, Captain Dryden. Where's the congressman?
He's outside inspecting your base.
Oh, already he's inspecting the base.
Never too early, never too late for the man with a hatchet. He likes to catch people off guard. That's why we're a little ahead of schedule. Oh, I'll be back in a minute. I want to radio the admiral that we've arrived safely.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. You'd better order your gig. The congressman has heard about Commander McHale's outstanding combat record. He wants especially to see his unit.
Oh, no. Not McHale.
I'll bet you could just scream, sir.
Like a banshee, I can scream. You bring them over in my gig. I'll go on ahead and I'll warn McHale that he and his cutthroats had better be on the ball. So, and put those away before you kill somebody.
Golly, Miss Cindy, seems like every time we change partners, I wind up with you.
Well, now, you ain't complaining, are you, Willie?
Oh, no, Skip. I like it.
I got a complaint, Skip. Every time I wind up with Gruber. And he's too tall for me.
Well, I'm afraid you're stuck with him now, Chucky. Everybody keeps his partner for the box supper.
Yeah, now that's just like back home, isn't it, Willie?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell you what, neighbor, you mosey on down and see how the hobjaws and the greens are coming, and I'll have a gal for you by the time you get back, okay?
Well, I reckon that sounds my pleasurable. I mean, hi, Skip.
All right, let's get this hoe down and rolling. Let's go.
Oh, what in the blue Pacific? I don't believe this.
Howdy, neighbor.
Howdy. What do you mean, howdy? Who the devil are you? Who?
Well, now, I swear, if you don't remind me of little old Hootie Alvin back home. Well, so long, Sonny.
Never minute, mister. Just as I thought. Parker.
Well, hi there.
Hi there, don't you hi there me. You start talking fast.
Well, you see, neighbor,
Binghamton? Is that you, Captain?
Yes, yeah. Hello, Congressman Joyner. Welcome aboard. I'm Captain Binghamton.
Who's that?
Who's who?
Vincent Parker, Executive Officer, PT-73.
What kind of a base are you running here?
Oh, well, he's dressed for a commando raid. At night, they wear different disguises. Confuses the enemy. I see how well it works. I can see you're confused.
We're a very confusing outfit.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Well, Binghamton, I think you owe the congressman an explanation.
I'm just as shocked by this whole thing as you are, sir. There's the man that's responsible for this outrage. McHale, come over here. What's the meaning of having these men dress up like a bunch of stupid hillbillies?
Well, sir, just one little minute, sir. It so happens that I represent the glorious state of Tennessee, and some of my most loyal constituents live in those hills, sir.
Huntsman. Also, all right, Crocky. But now, this is a happy coincidence, sir. This hoedown that we're having is really a going away party for one of your Tennessee bossmen, son.
I'm proud to know you, son. Proud. Now, what's all this about you going away somewhere?
Well, you'll have to excuse him, sir. He don't really want to talk about it. You see, the captain is shipping him out.
Shipping him out? What for? Trying to get rid of another of those stupid hillbillies you dislike so, sir?
No, Congressman, no, this is all a misunderstanding. This dear boy, Congressman, he made a little mistake sending a radio message. Now, that could happen to anybody, even a northerner. I mean, he's a fine boy.
Well, sir, let's not stand here twiddling. Let's get this hoedown started.
Gentlemen, by order of Congress, start the music. Come on, will you get in there? After you, Congressman.
Thank you. Ma'am, if you do me the very great honor.
Congressman, you just got yourself a write-in vote from New Jersey.
Well, you go right ahead, neighbor.
How's it dripping, Tink?
Beautiful, beautiful.
Any trouble with the valves, Will?
No, we got it, Group.
Smooth. Let's see that finished product, huh? Hey, Willie! Can't you keep that still quiet? You'll have the skipper on our backs for sure.
Why the panic? He knows we make this stuff all the time.
Yeah, only this time we don't know how much we're making and who we're making it for.
Hey, Group.
What is it?
Give me one of those breathless bourbon labels, will you?
You're kidding. Those Marines ordered scotch. The master works. A dash of iodine for taste. Another dash for age. Presto. Scotch.
Whatever it is, these guys are sure in a hurry to pick it up.
Ah, they're coming in by boat. They're not due in until the night.
Hey, those engines are sick.
It sounds like he's trying to make a forced landing at the main base.
Hey, Grove.
Yes, Skip?
Hey, you got another bottle of that jungle juice?
Coming right up. Here you are, sir. Compliments of your friendly neighborhood bootlegger. How you set for ice on a little chaser?
Are you kidding? You don't think I drink this stuff, do you? Hey, Fuge, your hair tonic. And give me about 3 fingers worth.
That's all.
Okay, girls.
Beautiful sight, Carpenter, that transport coming in on one engine like that.
I hope Admiral Hanson's son is all right, sir.
Of course he's all right. Tell you, the gods of war are smiling on us today. If the Admiral hadn't decided to evacuate his boy from Australia back to the States, and if that plane had been forced down here, huh? Oh, Carpenter, we've been tapped by the fickle finger.
Oh, yes, sir. What finger was that, sir?
Fate, you numbskull. Fate. When the Admiral finds out that it was my airstrip and my island that saved his boy from being barracuda bait, well, could lead to anything, huh? Maybe even a job on the Admiral's staff. Well, Brucey boy, so nice to have you drop in on us like this. I'm Captain Binghamton. This is my aide, Lieutenant
Belay the chatter, Binghamton.
What?
I thought this base was supposed to be at combat readiness.
Combat oh, well, we are.
Then why wasn't our plane challenged when we made our approach? And why aren't you wearing sidearms?
Sidearm. Well, I'll tell you, Sonny, the reason that Carpenter, why aren't we wearing sidearms?
Don't blame him, Binghamton.
No.
My father won't know where to place the responsibility.
His father,
I'll bet this Jeep hasn't been washed in a week. Have to make a note of the license and serial number.
Yeah, you make it, Say, he's an interesting little tyke, isn't he? He just my sense of humor. He keeps...
Yes, sir, the court-martial should be hilarious.
Yes, the court-martial. Who's court-martial?
Yours, sir. I hate to tell you, sir, but that little black book has torpedoed more naval officers than the entire Japanese fleet.
Oh, come off it, Lieutenant. What could that might possibly do to me? Well,
I don't know, sir. But the last reserve officer that tried to laugh him off got a new assignment in the Aleutians. A one-man weather station in an igloo.
I tell you, Carpenter, you could not possibly have seen the Admiral's son in the galley. Just 10 minutes ago, I personally saw him in the motor pool.
But he moves awfully fast, sir.
Don't panic. That's the important thing. Don't panic. After all, he's just a normal, inquisitive little boy.
Not according to what that pilot said, sir. And, Captain, I'm allergic to igloos.
Oh, I'm surprised at you, Carpenter. No officer worth his salt would let that little junior G-man push him around. Now, you listen to me. Admiral's son or no Admiral's son, if he gets his nose so much as 1 inch out of line, I'm going to... Oh, Brucey. So nice of you to drop in. You know Brucey.
This isn't a social call, Captain.
Oh.
I just dropped in to borrow a pencil. Mine's worn out. Not very security minded on Terra 2 Bayou, Captain. I noticed you've neglected to install blackout curtains in the crew's laundry.
Blackout curtains in the crew's laundry. Now, you listen to me, you little... Put some blackout curtains in the crew's laundry.
If you don't, I'm sure the next commanding officer will.
The next commanding, he'll do it.
Captain Binghamton, I'm afraid my father goes strictly by the book.
Captain Binghamton, my father goes strictly by the book. I'd give 10 years of my life to use that book against the seat of his pants.
If you do, sir, could I watch,
Oh,
please?
shut up. You're just a grown-up him, that's all you are. How long is it going to take to fix that plane?
It'll take about 4 days to fly in the replacement parts.
Oh, 4 days. He'll have enough notes to fill an encyclopedia by then. Look at that, chapter 3, right up there.
And to think if it hadn't been for your airstrip, sir, he could have been barracuda bait.
I wouldn't wish him on a poor defenseless barracuda. I wouldn't wish him on my worst enemy. Come to think of it, why wouldn't I?
Well done, oh loyal and noble friend. Okay, guys, let's stash the happy water before the skipper spots us, huh? Hard, hard, hard. 2, 3, 4, hard. 2, 3, 4, hard. Over here, hard. 2, 3, 4, hard. 2, 3, 4, hard. Tail, halt!
Okay, you eight balls. What do you guys think you're doing?
Nothing, Skipper, just brushing up on a little close order drill.
That'll be the day. Hey, you guys got enough jungle juice here to float a cruiser. Come on, Groob, what's the bit?
Well, would it do any good to say we were gonna let it sit and age? Well, Skip, there's no use trying to con you. We got a couple of boatloads of Marines coming to pick up the stuff right after sundown.
If that wouldn't frost your bilges, you guys lost your marbles, you could be hung for a stunt like that.
Yeah. Oh, no, they couldn't, Skip. Why, our Navy has outlawed hanging ever since 1812. No, it was 1712. No, wait, it was the British Navy.
All right, son. Look, it's too dangerous. I'm not going to let you do it.
It'd be more risky if we don't. Those gyrenes paid cash in advance for this hooch.
Skip, if we don't deliver, they'll feed us to the sharks.
Hey, Skipper! Hey, condition red! Captain Binghamton's gig is approaching!
All right, hold it. Now, wait a minute. Look, get rid of that still. Stash this stuff, I don't care where. Fuji, head for the hills. Chuck, you come with me. We'll stall them as long as we can. What are you standing around for? Get going! Come on! Hey, Chuck, get a load of that. He's got a kid with him.
Yeah, maybe it's a new ensign. Taking them awful young nowadays, Skip.
What? Hello there, Captain. Good to see you again.
Oh, thank you. The pleasure's mutual, McHale. And we have a little visitor here. Brucey, may I present Commander McHale and Ensign Parker. This is Admiral Hanson's son, Bruce.
Oh. Admirals? Well, how are you, son? Sir, son. Well, any son of the Admirals is sir of ours.
Hi, Bruce. Welcome aboard.
Aren't you out of uniform, Commander? I have to make a note of that for my father.
Oh, yes. Here, allow me.
What?
Bruce's plane was forced down here, emergency landing. You see, while they're fixing it, I thought I'd take him on a little sightseeing tour, especially the sights that might interest his father.
Oh.
Gentlemen, would you say those are rust spots on the depth charge racks?
Ah, yes, gentlemen. Would you say that?
Oh, no, sir, Captain Binghamton. Why, those are grease stains. The rust spots are up on the torpedo tubes.
Spock, get those painted. Somebody paint those.
Yes, you have somebody do that, Parker. In the meantime, Brucey, shall you and I run along? I don't think there's anything worth seeing here.
If you don't mind, Captain, this place looks very interesting. As a matter of fact, I think I may even spend the night.
Oh, spend the night. He thinks he might spend the night. That's probably out of the question, isn't it, McHale?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Completely out. We have no guest facilities here, sir.
What's wrong with that?
Huh? Well, that's my hut.
You can send my things over in the gig as soon as you get back.
That won't be necessary, sailor. There you are, my boy. That's a little example of tear-tube efficiency. We're ready for an emergency at all times on this base. Ensign, take the Admiral's son to his quarters. Step lively, boys. Step lively.
Come on, Sonny. Sonny, sir.
No, wait a minute. Now, we're running a PT base here, not a PTA.
Tut, McHale, and have fun. And then if our little friend runs out of pencils, I'll send over a fresh supply in the morning. Ta-ta.
Okay, Skipper. All booze hidden and accounted for.
Hey, who's that kid, Skip?
If you're referring to that pint-sized schickelgruber, the captain planted him here as a stool pigeon.
You're kidding. Who'd listen to a little squirt like that?
His father, who just happens to be Admiral Hanson.
The area commander?
Fine time for him to show up. Well, we gotta get rid of him, Skip. Those gyrenes will be here at sundown.
It won't be that easy. He already took over my hut for the night.
Well, at least he'll be out of the way for your hut. But Skip, he can't go in there. That's where we hit the hooch.
Oh, no!
Well, I suppose you want to put your stuff over here in the closet. Probably the drawer would. Well, let's put your stuff over here in your bunk. This will be yours. You can just kind of.
What was that?
What was what? I didn't hear any bottles.
Speaking of bottles, how about us going over to the main base and having a soda pop, yes, Sonny?
I'm not thirsty.
Oh. Then how about hopping over to the base theater and taking in a movie?
I hate movies.
But it's a Western, a real good one. This time the Indians win.
Hey, I'd like to see that myself.
You men seem to be in an awful hurry to get rid of me, only it won't work. I don't know what you're trying to hide around here, but whatever it is, I'll find it.
Follow him.
What do I have to...
Follow him, will you? I wonder if there's any regulations against strangling an admiral's son.
Ce qui pasa? Ce qui pasa? Oh, coast clear?
No. That little monster's a son of an admiral.
You can say that again.
Yeah, you stay back there in the jungle, and we'll give you the word when the coast is clear.
Back in jungle? The show one lousy way to live up to Geneva Convention?
All right, so write your congressman. Well, there we are. Right behind the 8-ball. I mean 100-proof 8-ball.
Oh, those gyrenes are getting closer every minute. We gotta get rid of that brat before they show up.
Why don't we invite him for a little swim in the lagoon? It's crawling with crocodiles.
The crocodiles only throw him back.
I got a better idea. Why don't we invite one of them native head shrinkers over? Instead of having him just shrink the kid's head, we'll have him shrink the whole kid.
Hey, yeah. Then we can mail him home to his dad. Put a stamp on him.
Hey. You just cued me onto something there, Groob. Gather round here, you head shrinkers.
What's all that noise?
Well, the natives seem restless.
Oh, come on, Commander. This is a naval base.
Oh, true. But those Polynesian boys are pretty hot-tempered fellas. They never could forgive us for taking over their island. Terry Hattie Battle Spear, yeah. Oh, dear.
They're heading for the hills! Cut them off with the pass, men!
Come on, boy, let's get out of here. Oh, dear. Oh.
A native skipper decorated in war paint.
Oh, hightail it that away!
Which way?
That away!
I winged one of them. He dropped this. Oh, not in front of the boys, Skip. It's an awful sight.
He's right, sir. Spare the child.
What's so terrible about a set of dog tags?
Why, it's Lieutenant Commander Irving.
Holy cow, and all the time we thought he was AWOL.
What a way to go.
You heartless savages! Yeah, you're no good!
Boy, this is worse than I thought. The natives are rising. It could mean total war.
Sounds like thousands of them, sir.
Sounds like they're going to attack.
Mr. Parker, prepare to defend the island. Man the batteries. Why, evacuate all civilians from the island, yes?
Right, Skip.
Prepare to defend the island! Man all batteries! Evacuate all civilians!
Gee, I love that kind of talk.
Cooper, see that the Admiral's son gets back to Tower Trooper.
Yes, sir. Come on. You don't know how lucky you are that the gig happened by. Come on, kid. Gig is waiting.
Ski pasa! Ski pasa! Oh, ski pasa! Ski pasa! Oh, no! Ski pasa! Leave us the business! They'll whoop us!
Not so fast! I want to have a closer look at this.
Native. He's a native who works for us, yes.
He looks Japanese to me.
Oh, well, that's because he's in disguise. Is that right, Lotus Blossom? Is that so? 3,000 of them. I said we're outnumbered 500 to 1.
I think you're all lying. And I'm gonna stay right here until I find out what's going on.
Skipper, condition red. We just received a signal from mainside. Terratuba radar just picked up a Nip submarine headed this way.
Oh, really? I mean, general quarters, plan the engines, prepare to get underway. Quick thinking, really.
Skipper, the alert's for real.
For real? Oh. All right, Lotus Blossom. Let's get back to your village. Come on, let's go. Come on, you guys, let's go. Here, you get your tail on that gig and get back to Terratuba.
But
Don't butt me. Get back there. Go on. All right, you guys, come on. Get the lead out. Get your gear. Let's go.
Sailor, see that this boy gets back to the main base.
Right.
Goodbye, young admiral, sir.
Hey, kid, that's the wrong boat.
Shove off, Swabby.
Are you kidding? He said that...
Sailor, who would you rather have press charges? A crummy ensign or an admiral's son? Shove off!
Bring her left, Christy. We'll make another sweep. Bring her left, Skip.
Sonar contact, Skipper. Bearing 274. Range 3000.
Thanks, Willie. I'll see ya. All right, steady as you go. All hands, jail quarters. Prepare to fire depth charges.
Range 2500.
Oh, no!
Let me go! I'll do my kid!
Skipper, you have to be in on everything.
I rig charges for 30 feet.
Skipper, wait! We got us a little visitor.
Oh, boy.
What in the blazes is this?
Just looking for a little action, Commander. Where's the sub?
This ain't the living end. Chuck, take him down below and see that he stays there.
Oh, Skip, the sub, my medal.
We can't go charging a sub with a kid aboard. Christy, come around to your left and let's go home.
You can't do this, McHale. Cowardice in the face of the enemy. That's a court-martial offense.
Chuck, take him down below before he gets hurt.
Aye, Skip. Come on, little, sir.
You're a disgrace to the Navy, McHale. My father will have you in irons.
You're... Come on, get out there,
Let me go, will you?
All right, now look, you. Get in there and don't argue with me. And stay there.
You see, Admiral Hanson, with the 73 on her tail, that nip sub just might as well call it a war. You want to try it, sir?
All right. Look, Binghamton, I flew in here to get my son.
Oh, well, I keep telling you, Admiral Hanson, your son is perfectly safe. He's over on McHale's Island.
This is PG-73 to Terratuba Control. Hello? Hello, Terratuba Control.
Who's that on the horn? Who?
I don't know. If I didn't know better, I'd swear it was my son.
Control. McHale won't fight. He's running from the enemy. Tell Captain Binghamton. Tell the Pentagon. Tell my father.
It is Bruce, on the 73 in combat. Binghamton, you had better have a good explanation for this.
Yes, sir, I'd better have a good explanation for this, sir. Well, here I am.
Is that your idea of safe and sound? Is it? Speak up, man. Speak up.
Yes, sir. I speak up. He would help.
Looks like we've given Tojo the slip. Take over for a minute, Chuck. I'm going below.
Hi, sir.
Hey, how's everything down here?
Territory control. Repeat. McHale is running from the enemy.
Darn it. Breaking radio silence while we're trying to get away from the Nip sub.
Is that all you can worry about? Hiding from the enemy?
Listen to me, you little Lord Fauntleroy. Maybe my men ain't GI enough to suit you, but there ain't a man among them would go out in combat with a 12-year-old spoiled brat aboard. Chuck!
Yes, Skip.
Chuck! Look, you keep him out of my hair. Entertain him, do anything you want, drown him. But don't let him get in my way, you hear me?
Right, Skip. Don't you think drown's a little dangerous? I mean, we'll work it out. All right, you heard the skipper. Now sit down.
Who's gonna make me?
They told me to. Please? How about a game of casino? Take your mind off the battle.
Well, I don't want to play casino. I don't want to take my mind off the battle.
Torpedo off the port bow!
How to stop it?
How to starboard, sir.
That was a close one.
Looks like she's got us zeroed in. We'll have to fight. Okay, stand by, depth charges. Hard to port.
Hard to port, sir.
Keep calm. Hard depth charges.
Hey, Skip, look! There she blows! We put a hole in her! We got her! I'm taking her that light brass!
Okay, man your deck guns, boys. Looks like we're gonna take some prisoners. Speaking of prisoners, I want to go down and see how that monster's doing. I'll be right back. How you doing down here, Chuck?
Oh, sorry, Skip. We're just playing a little casino, relaxing our nerves.
Oh? Well, we KO'd that sub there, sonny boy. Despite you. How about writing that down in your little black book there?
Yeah. Hey, what are you writing?
Boy, you're in big trouble, Ensign. Gambling aboard ship. Contributing to the delinquency of a minor.
You've been asking for it, boy, and now you're gonna get it. Come over here, you. Come over here. Give me swinging room there, Chuck.
Good shot! Commander McHale?
Yes, sir.
Congratulations, Commander. I'll see that you and your crew receive a unit citation for what you have just done.
You will? I mean, you will, sir? Thank you very much, sir. But the truth is, sir, we were running away from that sub.
I wasn't referring to the sub, Commander. I was speaking about the well-deserved spanking you gave my son. Well done, McHale.
The book. Show him the little black book before it's too late.
Father, I have a whole list of charges against these men. Enough to court-martial every one of them. Not only that, but there's a very suspicious-looking native...
I'm sick of you and your little black book. Now shut up and get into the gig, or I'll paddle you myself. You're a credit to the Navy, sir. If I have any more trouble with my son, I'll send him back to you.
Yes, sir. Anytime, sir. You're welcome, sir. Yes, sir. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, sir. Ta-ta, Captain. Ta-ta. What do you got?
A melodious contralto, with a hint of a charming Scandinavian accent, a gentle breeze in the overheated room, cutting through the heavy air of unspoken tension. Come ti venu stawi. Offerwant. Speechless, his usual quick wit deserted him. Like a cowardly knight abandoning his post, he simply gaped, his mouth slightly ajar, his theatrical mask of nonchalance completely shattered, replaced by a look of profound, almost religious awe on the Binghamton. Nistlight. Sierra, amused by sudden stupefaction, subtly, a silent reminder to maintain some semblance of decorum, to close his mouth before he caught a fly. Onmen tebueniest. Mott managed to croak, jasperly finding his voice, albeit a rather pathetic and breathy one, completely abandoning his previous skepticism about Lance's exaggerations, quite Tromanikin. His loyalty was famously fleeting. In the presence of an attractive woman, his principles, it seemed, were made of snow, untraumatized. Lance, beaming with undisguised triumph, strode over to Astrid, taking her hand with a flourish, his chest swelling with self-congratulation. "My dear Astrid, you are just in time. Perfectly punctual, as always. A true embodiment of efficiency and grace," to his stunned housemates, basking in the glow of his spectacular success, practically radiating smug satisfaction. Onaby, Tavist. Jasper, Sarah. Corey, allow me to introduce the reason, Emerald Isles excursion. The magnificent Astrid Helgason. A vision of Scandinavian athletic prowess, and the reason my heart beats a little faster. Intertized. Hey! Pulling. Still mesmerized. Ori's Jasper forward, by his elbow. She wasn't about to let Lance steal the entire spotlight, especially not after their Emerald Isles plans had been so casually tossed aside for a fleeting romance. Conace. Go introduce us properly, Lance, your oldest, dearest friends. Your loyal companions, through countless culinary and romantic mishaps? Ommat Mos or traumatized. Lance merely chuckled, his arm already est. Slender waist, drawing her closer, dismissing Sarah's plea with a casual wave of his hand. Why traumatize? Goddess. Wouldn't want to distract Astrid from the main event, now, would Mott? You understand, it's all about maintaining focus on what truly matters. Me, and my newly acquired goddess. My stunning, accomplished goddess. We Yenentinbuit. Fixed on Astrid, a look of profound smug satisfaction on his face. Comite bint. Sarah mumbled under her breath, a dry, sarcastic edge to her voice, loud enough for Corey and Jasper to hear. That's very funny indeed. A veritable comedic masterstroke. A triumph of self-serving humor. Conopiomatized. Astrid, seemingly oblivious to the unspoken tension, the swirling currents of amusement, envy, and resignation that filled the room, turned her radiant smile to Jasper. Her eyes, as blue as a glacial lake, sparkled with an innocent curiosity. Wangreist. Mott thought. Mott heard something amusing, something witty and clever, emanating from your corner. Weidipostitized. Jasper, still trying to gather his wits, stammered, his cheeks flushing slightly, a deep crimson creeping up his neck. Moi traumatized. Yes, Asterk Mott did. Mott was just expressing my profound appreciation for Lance's discerning taste in companionship and his remarkable powers of persuasion, which have led to this truly delightful encounter. B. He coughed, attempting to regain some semblance of dignity, inflate his deflated ego. You know, Astrid, Moffat always said that humor is as essential to a skier as his pole is to his boots. The critical elements of a graceful descent, both literal and metaphorical. Ace, eyes lit up, as twinkling with an infectious enthusiasm that was as bright and clean as fresh snow under the morning sun. Ontengbro. Nome. Mott. Jasper. It's like a finely tuned machine, isn't it? The perfect balance of skill, wit, and raw determination. You know, Mott guessed that SY skiers are the only men that really turn me on. To ski is to live, Kotai Turt Kotabi, endlessly, with an intensity. that sent a fresh shiver down his spine, a potent mix of fear and undeniable attraction. "Crazy Elvis," Sarah muttered to Corey, who stifled a laugh behind her hand, her shoulders shaking with suppressed mirth, "is to get sick. Very, very sick. A profound sense of nausea, even. Mott might need some of Professor Pimpernel's petunia therapy, or perhaps a strong, bitter coffee. Orby. Jasper, however, was fully commitized, snowfound. Jasper, however, was completely abandoning his pragmatic reservation for the intoxicating allure of Astrid's attention, on to intently traumatize. What he hoped was a smoldering intensity, a look that conveyed profound understanding and shared passion, rather than his true overwhelming infatuation. Monologue. "Look at him, Lance," he thought to himself, completely oblivious to his own self-betrayal. His internal monologue, a chaotic blend of competitive spirit and burgeoning lust. He says it was such a straight face, univent. He managed a suave smile, a sophisticated, practiced leer that he usually reserved for his reflection. "Just hearing you talk makes me tingle, Astrid. A deep, visceral tingle that resonates through my very being. It's like a bolt of pure, raw electricity." Onsur ausglide. Astrid laughed that seemed to echo through the apartment, as pure as the mountain air she championed. Jasper. It says a rewarding sensation. To inspire such a vibrant response, to spark such an undeniable connection. Bromeo Price. She leaned in slightly, that made his knees feel suddenly weak, like unset gelatin. "Oh, Jasper, Mott know what you want. Your desires are transparent, my dear Jasper. Your inner thoughts, like an open book." Onabiate. "You do?" Jasper squeaked, momentarily taken aback, his carefully constructed persona of suave understanding threatening to crack like a thin sheet of ice. He had a sudden, fleeting fear that she knew the real depths of his, shall we say, more carnal interpretations of tingling. His face flushed a deep crimson, waiting. "Oh, yes," she replied, her eyes twinkling with a knowing amusement, as if she could read his very thoughts, his secret, unspoken desires of Mekostais. "It is written all over your face, Jasper. Your yearnings are undeniable. You want to ski. The icicle plunge, don't you? The notorious, challenging descent at Frost Peak. The ultimate test of skill and daring." Oisin. Quite traumatized. Jasper, quickly recovering, though with a faint blush still creeping up his neck, nodded enthusiastically, adopting the new, safer desire that Astrid had conveniently supplied. Obimin, Remais. "Well, exactly with the tingling comment. My passions are often more nuanced, but yes, precisely the icicle plunge. Mod dream of it. It has been a lifetime ambition, truly. The ultimate challenge for a man of my alpine temperament. Offer Oligenu Otingetais." He mentally carnal interpretations, for later, a safe repository of unspoken desires and future romantic overtures. Offered. Astrid. Her smile, dazzling, completely convinced of their shared passion for skiing. She extended a graceful hand, a gesture of profound invitation. Onfara Ovis. "And it will be an adventure for the ages. A true test of skill and courage, and a chance for us to connect on a deeper, more exhilarating level." On be misguide. "Oh!" Jasper practically swooned, his enthusiasm now entirely genuine, though entirely misguided, often detostrate. He imagined crisp mountain air, warm drinks by the fire, and long meaningful conversations with Astrid, completely omitting the actual act of hurtling down a perilous mountain on two flimsy planks, onto I traumatized. Just you and I together, defying gravity, mastering the elements. A glorious, romantic alpine idyll. He paused, a mischievous glint in his eye, returning to a safer, slightly more abstract form of flirtation. Usually, show you something that look long really turn you on, Estrid. That look long make your heart race like a runaway bobsled, your pulse pound with unbridled excitement, your very soul sing with profound joy. Her own excitement palpable, radiating from her like heat from a mountain sun. Mott can hardly wait to do the icicle plunge with you. Jasper, the anticipation is almost unbearable. That is, if you re-up to it. The challenge is immense, the danger real, the risks profound, quite 18. Oh, thumping his chest with theatrical bravado, utterly convinced of his own imagined superhuman abilities. Mott, am up to any challenge you may present, my fearless snow queen. My spirit is unyielding, my courage boundless. Wafintench. The icicle plunge? Sarah muttered to Corey, her brow furrowed in confusion, recalling the Frostpeak resort brochure Jasper had briefly displayed. Formed the two traumatized. What's the icicle plunge, exactly? From the pictures, it looked less like a ski run and more like a frosty death trap, designed by a particularly sadistic madman. Notorious. Ski. Run at my parents' resort. Frost Peak, Astrid explained, completely wrapped up in the romanticized image of alpine glory, and oblivious to Sarah's trepidation, all affirmatized. The ultimate test for even the most seasoned skiers. It'll be fantastic. Up at 6 in the morning and shooting down the mountain at breakneck speed, a blur of motion and raw adrenaline, a dance with destiny itself. Benchliced, ski run, Jasperest. Smile faltered, replaced by a slight tremor in his lip, a barely perceptible flicker of pure, unadulterated fear. The reality of the situation, so quickly dismissed by his burgeoning infatuation, began to sink in with the bone-chilling force of an avalanche. Onto Tenaby, certainly, but more in the frolicking, in sense, than the descending at Mott, for breakneck speed sense. Onman, he remember, Arikli, Arabiaset. He remembered his single disastrous attempt at skiing a few years back, an event that involved more sprawling than sliding and ended with him spectacularly wrapped around a rather sturdy fir tree at the Veridia Bay Winter Carnival, dressed in a rather fetching reindeer costume. Invented a new extreme sport called tree hugging, ski diving, Oside Gigant. The Finchen memory returned with stinging clarity, chilling him to the bone. Went, meanwhile, was completely oblivious to Jasper Ace. Internal panic, her eyes gleaming with competitive fire. Wannabeer, whodest of traumatize. All those self-proclaimed experts and armchair critics. To see a real skier in action, she declared, her voice ringing with confident anticipation. Awful good. They think they re so good, but they haven't seen anything yet. We'll show 'em. Wanna we, Jasper? A masterclass in speed and grace, a ballet on snow. Ways traumatized. Oh yeah, Jasper agreed weakly, trying desperately to conjure an image of himself as a graceful, fearless athlete, rather than a human bowling ball. Ball, about to careen disastrously down a mountain. Mandate, he managed a strained smile, a wobbly mask over his burgeoning terror, his voice a barely audible squeak. Quanatim, we show him, by miraculously avoiding total bodily collapse. If all goes well, it will be a triumph of sheer, dumb luck. Ufinide, a sudden, desperate flash of memory hit him. Sarah and Corey, his housemates, his truly magnificent, carefully orchestrated idea of a peaceful Emerald Isles getaway on tie-diced hood, his conscience, tiny and often ignored, pricked at him with the insistent sharpness of a splinter, a painful reminder of his forgotten commitments he had promised. Who? Important commitments. Osley sighed. Oh, he blurted out, a desperate bravado entering his voice, an almost theatrical urgency. Mot diu ete remembered. A sudden, shocking flash of prior engagement. A matter of profound, unshakable importance. Mot promised to spend the weekend with my friends, often on Awen Antide. Still laus in tonon, frantily. He gestured vaguely. Sarah and Corey, who were now watching him with a mixture of confusion and growing amusement, thoroughly enjoying the spectacle of his distress. Onfivi, agreed. Astrid blinked, her bright enthusiasm deflating slightly, a delicate shadow passing over her radiant features. Her blue eyes, previously sparkling with joy, now held a flicker of something akin to disappointment. Offering geskelst. An alpine idyll for two, a private romantic rendezvous, Guituma breasted. Astrid. Jasper began, taking a deep, fortifying breath and forcing a charming, if slightly panicked, smile. He moved quickly to present his housemates, hoping to smooth over the awkwardness, to somehow mitigate the damage. Om Lebani finisait. My best support, Kinisti say. Conspirators in daily life, my pillars of support. My co-conspirator said, this is Sarah Croft, my sensible and artistic housemate, and this is Corey Finch, my bright and cheerful companion, and this is Astrid Helgason, my esteemed ski instructor, bleating orchestrate, as if conducting an orchestra of impending doom. Benison Dumolegond, Astrid, a tight, polite smile, a gesture that conveyed both cordiality and a barely contained sense of, oh, Jasper, what have you done now? Awfully. Corey, still processing Jasper's sudden reversal, her face a mixture of amused bemusement and growing exasperation, merely gave a small, hesitant wave, a silent acknowledgement of the unfolding farce. Otamanpodutized. Well, Jasper, Astrid said, putting a delicate hand on his arm, her expression softening with genuine concern, her voice imbued with a gentle reproach. On to do that. How could you disappoint them? After such for wonderful to the Emerald Isles. To renege on your word for a mere new acquaintance, however charming she may be, it is simply not good form. That made him feel a fresh pang of guilt, a sharp stab to his already battered conscience. Inti, Jasper confessed, the theatrical facade finally dropping, replaced by genuine distress. Entlindem. Astrid. The Emerald Isles is something we had been looking forward to for ages. It is a tradition almost, our annual escape from Professor Pimpernel, as botanical demands and architectural idiosyncrasies. The resourceful champion brightened considerably, her optimism returning. Like the morning sun bursting through the clouds, might have an idea, an ingenious solution that accommodates all party, a brilliant logistical compromise. Is there any reason why your friends can't come skiing? Vekepite, hatas this weekend. The more the merrier at Frost Peak, especially when there are so many exquisite slopes to explore on the leads. So many gourmet coke opportunities to frequent for invigorating camaraderie. My parents' resort is truly immense. It can accommodate an entire army of cheerful companions. Onirigoint. Yes, no. Yes, Jasper sputtered, his mind racing through 1,000 conflicting thoughts, each one a desperate plea for escape, a frantic attempt to find a loophole in his self-imposed predicament. Itla, Bri, Ovikais, offered forbid. He envisioned Sarah's elegant skiing form, probably already perfected in a secret training regimen with a hidden ski instructor, and Corey's inevitable, endearing clumsiness as she tumbled down the slopes. Nice, but neither scenario included him actually skiing without breaking every bone in his body. Wanna spoil your plans, Astrid? Your carefully constructed weekend of Alpine Challenge. We have very different interests, you see, on the traumatery at his utterly skiing ability. Gesturing vaguely to his own unathletic physique, hoping she would somehow glean the truth from his awkward, clumsy movements. Agreed he traumatized. Sarah, however, quick-witted, and always one to seize an opportunity for adventure. And perhaps a bit of comedic retribution against Jasper for his earlier boastfulness and casual disregard for their plans, was already making up her mind. Oh, Jasper, nonsense. It was the least we could do for a friend like you, she declared, giving him a syrupy sweet smile that promised both unwavering support and inevitable future mockery. Ophimetroist. The crisp mountain air, the exhilarating rush of the wind, the spectacular vistas of snow-capped peaks. It sounds utterly invigorating, a profound experience. Ombi. Corey, sensing Sarah's playful jab, quickly chimed in, her voice bright with feigned excitement, her eyes sparkling with suppressed mirth. Wistomatized. We would simply adore to see you on skis this weekend, Jasper. It sounds absolutely fantastic. A spectacle of grace and daring, Motmet sure. A performance worthy of an Olympic gold medal. We said. Jasper could feel the blood from his leaving him as pale as a fresh snowdrift. His face a ghostly white. His heart sank deeper than a lost ski pole in a bottomless crevasse. Winnie, iced the end. He mumbled, his voice barely a whisper, as the terrifying realization of his predicament washed over him, settling upon him like a particularly heavy, snow-laden cloud. Also in a trotent. By Tobide. Fet, my fate is sealed. My demise shall perish in a flurry of flailing limbs and broken planks. Ondul commispiratory. Sarah catching his twinkling mysteriously. Her eyes twinkling mischievously. Of your be nice. Motmet really is not into Jasper. Mot my feet prefer the gentle embrace of solid ground, preferably covered in a comfortable rug, for of is always welcome, especially when it involves you attempting something outside your comfort zone, which usually ends in spectacular ontitene, failure, will cantize. She patted its shoulder with comforting, yet subtly mocking gesture. Muniker. Jasper, feeling utterly betrayed by her duplicity, even as he acknowledged the cold, hard logic of her playful malice. His supposed salvation had become his comedic executioner. His unlikely savior had turned into his tormentor. Ankoblifiest. Atabi, Astrid. Astrid, complete the intricate web of deception and unspoken anxiety swirling around her, was beaming, her face alight with uncomplicated joy, her innocence a stark contrast to the deviousness that surrounded her. Winby, Ediowaiken. Hey. Lately it seems like most of the guests up at the lodge are nothing but sex-starved ski bunnies. They flock to the slopes less for the snow and more for the socializing, you understand. I wonder if Mot Luklung have time to buy some carrots on the way. For these, they seem to consume them in vast quantities. Awful meaning. Offermatized. She giggled, a pure innocent outer word, completely unaware of the profound double for the trio, especially for Lance Sterling, who had at various times been one of the very ski bunnies she so casually referenced. Un intento di affirare. Again, far elaborate, far-lined para, more suited to an Arctic expedition than a ski lodge in temperate Viridia Bay, waddled into the apartment. Professor Pimpernel, looking agitated and vaguely disoriented, as if he'd just been teleported from a blizzard in the Antarctic. Only be. Jasper, there's something that matters, something of profound significance, that requires your immediate attention, he exclaimed, tugging at the lapels of his oversized parka, which seemed to be slowly swallowing him whole, beginning through the cauchemar again. Is it the cosmic alignment, or perhaps a sudden shift in atmospheric pressure, a localized low-pressure system, in your emotional state? Ocean in KDT-10 looked as stiff as an unoffed ski, his posture rigid with internal panic, every muscle in his body taut. Professor Pimpernel, not at all. Not at all. Mott met simply anticipating the vigorous exercise of the coming weekend. My muscles are pre-flexing, you see, pre-stretching for the profound alpine challenges that await, he insisted, trying to appear nonchalant, despite the slight tremor in his hands. Quenby emphasized. Well, maybe, Mott, a little tense around the neck area, rubbing the back of his neck, which felt stiff as a board, as if he'd been carrying the weight of the world upon it. Quotentlice. Professor, those peculiar associates of yours from the Royal Society of Peculiar Plant Enthusiasts, your esteemed botanical colleagues, Buldy. Time is of the essence. The last ski lift at the Viridia Bay Winter Festival closes promptly at noon, and I wouldn't want to miss a single moment of the annual ceremonial ascent with into uncharacteristic urgency. Ski. You know something, Astrid. It says so cold outside, you know, even here in our lovely Viridia Bay, a chill that pierces the very soul. Our migration. It's so warm in here. Thanks to your radiate warmth, my dear. It's quite astonishing. He suddenly looked very warm indeed, his face flushing crimson, clearly disarmed by Astrid's radiant presence, and perhaps by her casual, confident demeanor. Wanabe. Just then, a voice, a dripping with forced sophistication, and a distinct theatrical flourish, cut through the tension, like a carefully aimed snow projectile, shattering the momentary quiet. Professor Pimpernel. Jasper, darling, it says you. What are you doing here, dearest? Have you come to admire my impeccable choice of seasonal attire? My magnificent faux fur boa? Ontanavi, entering Ontlice. Entering the apartment of theatrical drama was Dory Mave, or Dory, a flamboyant interior designer with a flair for the ostentatious. Onjon in a scarf, you asked it. Her outfit, bright fuchsia, jumpsuit, a paired, and a truly monumental faux fur hat adorned with plastic icicles, clashed violently with Professor Pimpernel's muted tweed, creating a visual and auditory cacophony. Ancient incestomini traumatized. Before Astrid had entered the scene, a detail not lost on anyone present, particularly Lance, who suddenly looked very, very uncomfortable, attempting to merge with the wallpaper. Porsimir tently, traumatized. Began, thinking on his feet with impressive speed, his mind working overtime to connect the dots in his quickly unraveling social tapestry, to somehow explain Dory's incongruous presence. The only thing here was Just giving Lance a little pep, you see. Lance could get his car started, you see. He asked me to come up and give you the lowdown on some of the exciting social action up here at Professor Pimpernel. Professor Pimpernel's festive holiday apartment. He is always keeping us informed on Bogoricon Yelis Woyes. He shot a quick, frantic glance at Lance, who had now mere abject horror on his face, attempting to shrink himself behind a particularly large ficus plant, becoming one with the foliage. Bosnaby. Hey, hold it. Lance interjected, practically sprinting to Dory's side, his earlier attempt at invisibility aborted by sheer, desperate panic. Ocean Fromati. Dory, a rather attractive bunny with a discerning eye for unique fashion choices and an undeniable vivaciousness. He tried to pull Dory away, completely missing Jasper a frantic hand signals, which by now resembled an abstract, modern dance performance. Uset Dory. What do you say you and Mott get together and melt some snow? Perhaps over a series of exquisitely crafted cocktails, à deux, in a secluded corner. Ollie Gippelhens. Astrid, having heard of exchange, raised a curious eyebrow, her perfect features registering a flicker of suspicion, her gaze sweeping between Lance and Dory. Jasper gulped, feeling the walls of his elaborate deception beginning to crumble like an old, unstable snow fort. Offenatize pinchlit. Astrid, he said, seizing Lance by the arm with pulling him away from Dory with an almost primal urgency. Ban, this is my landlord, Professor Pimpernel, who has a profound love of all things botanical. And this is Dory Maeve, interior designer and purveyor of extravagant faux fur accessories. Ontinistid, he turned back to Astrid. He turned a strained smile, his voice slightly higher than usual. And Dory, Professor, this is Astrid Helgeson. She's my ski instructor, my personal alpine guide to the treacherous peaks, my mentor in matters of snow and speed. On to Bimatai. Lance, realizing the cat already halfway out of the bag and attempting, quickly interjected, trying to salvage the rapidly sinking ship of his social standing. Agreed. Yes. Astrid, my ski instructor, as well. We were just checking out the slopes, Dory. Professor, a critical evaluation of the snow conditions, you see. A thorough, professional assessment. He leaned closer to Astrid, whispering urgently, trying to charm his way out of this deepening mess. More fine to me, my dear. Perfectly groomed for an expert like yourself. Utterly magnificent. He punctuated his observation with a suggestive wink, completely ignoring Dory's indignant glare, which was by now reaching critical mass. Pimpernel, Alteist, surprisingly burst out laughing. A series of short barking hoots that sounded like a confused seal. Of the would digites. Addison, very droll, very clever. You probably wouldn't get that. You and your complex post-modern comedic sensibilities. It's a very particular type of joke, often lost on the younger generation. Quasinil Traumatgen. Oblivious to the simmering tensions, to the impending romantic explosion. I think Mot Lugluang go check on a room for your friend, Lance. Undios liest. He nodded knowingly towards Dory, clearly assuming Dory was Lance's current and only companion, completely missing the fact that Dory was standing right there, glowering at Lance's duplicity and Professor Pimpernel's bewildering lack of recognition. Wutombitation. Thank you, Professor. Thank you, Jasper said, seizing the opportunity to get Dory out of sight, ushering the bewildered Dory towards the door with uncharacteristic force. practically pushing her out with a desperate urgency. "Oh, here, Dory. Allow me to help with your luggage." Onend insan damijn meteen pindeesnegen. Agreed be, visual traumatized. He grabbed jewel-studded handbag from her and practically shoved her out, desperate to prevent a full-blown confrontation between all the various conflicting parties. Untinglikely, trostelbeist, and traumatized. Were exchanging deeply skeptical glances, their faces mirroring a profound sense of "here we go again," a familiar script unfolding before their very eyes. Ontais, to fighting o dimension. Lance was now whispering immediately to Astrid, attempting to distract her from the rapidly unfolding comedic catastrophe, pulling out his phone and showing her pictures of ski chalets he definitely didn't own, offered to her traumatized. "Hey, Lance?" Trying to regain some semblance of control over the spiraling situation, which felt increasingly like a runaway train. "We all here, waiting for your dazzling alpine debut. The crowd is restless for your performance." Ondreed Fischleitais. Lance, still whispering with Astrid, fought back with a practiced charm. "What makes you think Mot haven't already, Jasper? Well, you're still in one piece, aren't you? My mere presence on the mountain is quite the feat. Mot we've been silently preparing my descent. One slightly, flight be 1 second." Sarah quipped, a mischievous twinkle in her eye, enjoying the spectacle of Lance squirming. Unentscheinsteit. "He, look lung, show where the real action is, Jasper. It involves more than just snow and poles, believe you me. It's a far more intimate, far more captivating form of recreation." To repeat. "What action, Sarah?" Jasper asked, feigning innocence even as his internal alarm bells rang loudly, predicting Lance's inevitable, inappropriate answer. Unbemiel, Russin Bopulateit. Lance, sensing an opportunity to salvage his tarnished image and redirect attention, grinned with a predatory gleam in his eye, completely forgetting about Dory Maeve's renewed presence. Waisost. "The fireplace event is the only action that counts. The crackling fire, the soft glow, the intimate whispers, the strategically draped fur, throws it as the quintessential romantic arena." Quite traumatized. He gave Dory Maeve, who had somehow managed to sneak back into the apartment and was now standing expectantly by the fireplace, a pointed look, then winked at Astrid, trying to gauge her reaction. "Let's observe, shall we? It requires a certain delicate touch." Odimoikon again scoffed. Sarah scoffed, conveyed her profound unimpressedness, her gaze sweeping over Lance's overly dramatic pronouncement on the tease. "Lance, Mot don't believe you. Are you kidding me? That is the oldest and dumbest trick in the book. It's practically a relic of archaic pickup artistry, a technique from a bygone era of questionable romantic tactics." Ori shook her head in dismay, her gentle features contorted with a rare show of disapproval. "Embarrass. Stoop. Aren't you ashamed at being so dishonest? Your moral compass is truly skewed, Lance. To prioritize such fleeting conquests over genuine sincerity." Ornaby, Dory Maeve, or suddenly. Who a series of pitiful sobs, her flamboyant hat trembling with her distress, dramatically collapsing into Professor Pimpernel as waiting arms. Intly, Begonia. Professor Pimpernel, who had momentarily poked his head back around the corner, now approached, looking genuinely distressed, clutching his wilted begonia. "Oh, you poor baby!" he exclaimed, attempting to comfort Dory, utterly bewildered by her sudden emotional outburst. Offered, "What happened, Dory? Has the cosmic alignment shifted unexpectedly, causing you such profound sorrow?" ansinawanatite. Theatli merely adjusted his cuffs with a practiced indifference, his focus already shifting. Just 1 second, Professor. Moddi like to answer my friend's questions. First, before delving into the intricacies of Dory's emotional state, Gozazi and Cory. His expression, a theatrical mask of self-pity, carefully constructed to elicit sympathy, offering. Well, Mott, a veritable blur of speed and daring, and this poor little squirrel crossed my path. An unexpected, tiny obstacle that threatened to derail my entire descent. Mott had to take evasive action, which resulted in a minor, but rather jarring, injury. Maud needed a little therapy to recover. But Dory's compassionate, therapeutic touch was simply indispensable. Undis will be Fenby. Ite to be at Doby. He gestured vaguely at Dory. Hanaby, who was now clutching Professor Pimpernel's hand with unexpected vigor, clearly enjoying the attention and the sympathetic response. Ori lechery comitwise. A cloud of self-pity enveloping him like a dark, unwelcome storm. He ran a trembling hand through his hair, his earlier confidence completely shattered, his mind replaying his disastrous skiing memories. Often about going to do. He lamented, his voice a theatrical whisper, on skis. Mott mean that Mott met a klutz on skis, a complete and utter novice who spends more time tangled in his own poles than actually gliding gracefully. She'll think Mott met a bigger phony than Lance. If that is even possible, a deeper level of charlatanry, a more profound level of incompetence, often traumatized. Sierra, though exasperated by his dramatic antics, felt a pang of genuine sympathy for his very real predicament. Why don't you just tell her the truth, Jasper? It's not the end of the world to admit you're not an Olympic skier. Most of us aren't too, you know. Authenticity is often quite refreshing. Up his hands. In horror, as if Sarah had suggested a truly unthinkable, utterly scandalous act. Ostly. And give her the impression as an Motken T-ski? Never, all-around accomplished individual, a man of boundless talents, would be irrevocably shattered. Hey, that is better than breaking your neck, Jasper, honestly. A few bruised bones are preferable to shattered pride, to a publicly humiliated ego. Bent. On skis before. Jasper insisted, a glimmer of desperate hope in his eyes, clutching at a fragile, barely remembered memory. Mott have, truly. It was a brief but memorable experience, a moment of alpine glory. Obunati. Once, Sarah countered, crossing her arms, a look of profound skepticism on her face, her memory sharper than his, warning without assistance. Finchley down the run with burnout assistance, with a snowplow and a bewildered herd of yaks at the Viridia Bay Winter Carnival. And a large Wickaby, bright orange rescue correctly. Your definition of skiing is, shall we say, rather generous. Awful, that was a treacherous mountain, Sarah. Unforgiving, truly, a formidable adversary. Jasper defended, flailing for excuses. What was that called? The Kitty Slope? It sounded so innocuous, so charmingly benign. Nation. Jasper, Sarah corrected gently, her voice devoid of judgment, but filled with a profound sense of realism. At the local amusement park. Not exactly the perilous peaks of Frost Peak, home to legends of daring alpine descents. Ulfust. E. Plan B. Really, Jasper mused, pulling a crumpled, overly photoshopped brochure for Frost Peak Resort from his pocket, whitening my fit in. which Barnley also promotional materials for ski runs. Several expired coupons for gelato can do to be traumatized. And a rather unflattering Pimpernel, attempting to use a leaf blower. He studied the dramatic illustration with growing trepidation, his eyes darting across the treacherous slopes. Sarah to a highly styled illustration of a mountain, its peak impossibly sharp, its slopes dizzyingly steep, a terrifying monument to frozen challenge. Offhand. Well, here has a picture of it, Jasper, and it really does look all that bad. From a purely illustrative perspective, of course, artfully depicted. Mot luglung grant you, wemantist, dust? Jasper asked, relieved for a fleeting moment, clinging to any shred of optimism, however tenuous. Proceed, inquire. Slender finger. Her tone dry, devoid of all sentimentality. Rofindi Vincent. Look, Jasper, with a 1 slope, pure, unadulterated adrenaline, they say. It's essentially a vertical drop, Jasper, requiring nerves of steel and an unerring sense of balance. Or, perhaps, a very strong rope, degrees. Jasper's relief evaporated like a wisp of mountain mist, replaced by a fresh wave of ice-cold terror. He imagined himself plummeting down a sheer cliff, a human snowball gaining speed. Seth continued, tracing the treacherous path with her finger, enjoying his discomfort. Boy, Jasper, that S where you really start picking up speed. Uncontrollable, exhilarating speed. The kind that makes you question all your life choices, your very existence, only traumatized. Speed? Jasper whimpered, his face paling even further the pristine white of Astrid's ski suit. His stomach churned with a nauseating dread. Omdrinkomist. A slight frown of genuine concern now, appearing on her face, realizing she might be overdoing the torture. There are other challenges ahead. Hormatized. Oh, good, Jasper exhaled, clutching his chest, a desperate, gasping sound. He felt a fleeting surge of hope. Unties. Oh, Sarah explained, looking up at him, her eyes serious. You're not going to make this hairpin turn. A truly precipitous curve that defies all known laws of physics and common sense. Jasper, it is practically a loop, the loop. Hairpin turn, Jasper repeated, the words tasting like bitter ash in his mouth, each syllable a harbinger of doom. Jasper, Sarah confirmed, nodding gravely, on the most terrifying. What happens if Mort don't make it, you ask? A pertinent, if profoundly unfortunate, question. Well, you got to breathe here for a couple of seconds first. Just a brief moment to contemplate your imminent demise, to reflect on your life choices, Winsil Sarah. Jasper, pressed, his voice barely a whisper, dreading the answer, yet compelled to know. Wannabe, propel. Snap, delivering the coup de grace, the final, fatal blow, off on Tentingy.
You hit Great Central Highway.
About mocham miles an hour. Which, let us be honest, Jasper, is a bit over the speed limit for a compact sedan, let alone a human being, strapped to 2 oversized toothpicks, wearing a rather flimsy helmet. I said. What? Jasper's jaw dropped, a theatrical, wide-eyed stare. The image of himself rocketing across a busy highway, pursued by bewildered motorists, possibly a highway patrol car, filled him with utter, profound horror. Corey had been listening to the entire terrifying explanation. In horrified fascination, her eyes wide with sympathetic dread, finally spoke, her gentle voice imbued with a rare note of gravity on a waist. Very, Very big trouble. This is far worse than any kitchen mishap, any romantic entanglement, or any of Professor Pimpernel's botanical lectures you've ever found yourself in. Gorfin. Ove kep, Jasper cried, clutching his head dramatically, his voice a frantic wail. Unimbai dulikleist. Cory, a serious traffic violation? Yeah, mot Kenti do this. Mot Lugluang kill myself, and possibly a few innocent motorists in the process. It's as utterly reckless, an act of profound, suicidal stupidity. Sarah sighed, rubbing her temples, weary of his dramatics, but recognizing the genuine terror in his eyes. All right, this is quite enough. The lecture is over. Does this mean that you will tell her you can Tiski, Saski, Jasper? No more creative embellishments or elaborate deceptions. Just the plain, unvarnished truth? Oniguide. Jasper swallowed hard, a profound sense of resignation settling over him, his shoulders slumping. You got it, Sarah. It's time for some honesty. Painful, brutal, reputation-shattering honesty. But at least Mot Luklung be alive to tell the tale, and perhaps to avoid a hefty speeding ticket. Been and okay, Sarah replied, genuinely impressed by his sudden, if coerced, commitment to truth. That's progress, Jasper. Truly commendable. A small victory in a world of profound deceit. Beatly, in intently, Osgrosworth eyes. A moment later, Astrid, her features glowing with anticipation, her perfectly cropped blonde hair shimmering in the sunlight, rejoined them. Oh, Jasper, my champion! Are you ready for the thrill of a lifetime? The majestic peaks of Frost Peak await our conquest. Witimotor took a deep breath, steeling himself, mentally rehearsing his confession, the words like bitter ash in his mouth. Astrid, my dear, Mot am sorry, but Mot got some bad news for you. About the icicle plunge. A truly devastating piece of information. Yes, Eshlist, she prompted, her flicker of faltering. Replacing her previous radiance, she seemed to brace herself for his revelation, for some minor inconvenience. Woman little, offering licit. He said, restored. Her concern replaced by genuine amusement, her laughter as clear and bell-like as the mountain air itself. Matrovly. Mot Kanove kept that, silly Jasper, you and your profound sense of dramatic timing. Mot just got a report on the weather conditions from the resort manager, a last-minute update. The icicle plunge is closed. They don't have enough snow up there. Foreseeable future. A tragic, but ultimately convenient twist of fate, and traumatized. Jasper, Sarah exchanged stunned, bewildered glances, the sheer improbability of his miraculous reprieve hanging in the air like a shimmering mirage, an improbable illusion. Not enough snow? Jasper repeated, the words feeling utterly surreal, almost absurd, after his agonizing preparations for confession. But how? It was perfectly white this morning, after up in exasperation. A graceful, athletic gesture that conveyed profound disappointment. What a drag, Jasper. What a profound, unadulterated disappointment. Mot was looking forward to it so much, you know. The excitement and the danger, the exhilarating rush of the descent. How could nature do this to me? To betray my athletic aspirations? Pine gloric. Mot mean this, quite frankly. Jasper, Mot came here to ski, to conquer the slopes, to push the boundaries of human endurance, not sit around by a fireplace, nursing a cocoa, and lamenting the whims of the weather. Onskabaneten. Disappointed gaze. Her focus entirely on the weather, not on his profound lack of skiing prowess. Jasper, are you even listening to my profound disappointment? Your attention seems rather divided. Quality. Jas passion. Not now, Sarah. Jas completely forgetting himself for a moment, still processing his miraculous, snow-assisted reprieve, a sense of profound relief washing over him. Affirmatize. Astrid continued, oblivious to his whisper, her voice tinged with genuine sorrow. Mott would give anything to go down that run. Anything to feel the wind in my hair, the snow beneath my skis, or descent. Are you sure there is not enough snow? Up there. There. Is it truly impossible? Is it possible for them to magically conjure some fresh powder, a miracle of meteorological intervention? Owning trauma tent. Yeah, Jasper said, finally regaining his composure, his voice filled with a fresh, dramatic resolve, a newfound sense of poetic lament. Traumatized. My dear, but believe me, your disappointment is nothing compared to mine. My heart aches with unfulfilled longing. Modi give anything to be able to go down that run. Anything. My soul yearns for the challenge, truly. He gazed, we hypnotized, at the clear snowless sky, offering a truly magnificent performance of heartbroken alpine longing, a theatrical display of profound, unadulterated suffering. If only it would snow. A single snowflake could change everything. As if on cue, summoned by Jasper's dramatic plea, a single delicate snowflake drifted past the apartment window, then another, and another, warning him traumatized, Sunan, began to descend upon Veridia Bay, a gentle curtain of white falling over the coastal town, covering everything in a pristine, glistening layer. The flakes caught the morning light, shimmering like tiny diamonds. Inchley exclaimed. Oh, good, Astrid exclaimed. Her previous disappointment forgotten. In an instant, her spirit miraculously restored. She clapped her hands together, radiating an infectious, childlike glee. Oh, my traumatize. This is perfect for my ski lesson, Jasper. Absolutely ideal conditions, fresh-housed. Nobody is around to witness my incredible teaching methods, or your inevitably clumsy attempts. Gon's jaw dropped. A fresh wave of icy dread washing over him. The universe, it seemed, was mocking his every attempt at escape. A cosmic joke at Mott his expense. Contais, what do you expect, Astrid? It is 5 o'clock in the morning. The entire population of Veridia Bay is still sound asleep, dreaming of sandy beaches and warm ocean breezes, not snowy peaks and treacherous descents. Onomen Sarah. His eyes wide with desperate panic, Bannock practically vibrating with anxiety, his voice a frantic whisper, traumatized. Look, Sarah, met meeting Ashnig at 9. That gives me a mere 4 hours to become a ski master. A truly impossible feat of superhuman endurance and lightning-fast learning. Mott, just want you to show me a few pointers, some crucial techniques for avoiding catastrophic injury. Mott mean place. Mott have been on skis before, remember. Once, at the amusement park, it almost counted as a professional event. Weekly youth mice. In Berait. Sarah sighed, rubbing his endless dramatics, but recognizing the genuine terror in his eyes. Okay. Otten traumatized. Fane. Wait, you have exactly 3 hours and 47 minutes list until your rendezvous with Alpine Destiny. Let's go outside and practice, or swim in taitais. But how to win a collation, a tries, a rest, in this apartment, and hopefully without involving Professor Pimpernel S. prize-winning geraniums in your spectacular spills on the cultural integrity. We must maintain horticultural integrity, often creepies. On the snow, glancing at the gathering flakes outside, which now seem to be coming down with surprising force, coating the trees and rooftops in a thick white layer. Nest. But it's so slippery, Sarah. Utterly treacherous. My balance is already precarious on solid ground, let alone a slick, frozen surface. It's an accident waiting to happen. On traumatized. Maud just want you to show me how to keep from breaking my neck. Jasper insisted, grabbing Sarah's arm, his voice full of genuine desperation. My very existence hangs in the balance. My survival depends on your profound pedagogical skills. Why chill comatized? Sarah took a deep breath, knowing that she had a monumental, almost impossible, task ahead of her. Okay, Jasper. Maud will. But we need to start with some fundamental concepts. Fundamental. Repeat after me. Maud. Arthur repeated. His voice tremulous, his eyes wide with fear. Sarah continued. A slight, knowing smile playing on her lips, her voice imbued with an almost zen-like serenity. Oh, Sarah, come on. Maud need to learn to ski, not resign myself to permanent immobility and a lifetime of self-pity. Jasper pleaded, his voice rising in exasperation. Gwen traumatized. Her patience wearing thinner than a well-used ski wax. All right, this is serious, Jasper. Truly. We better start at the very beginning, from ground zero. The absolute fundamentals of alpine locomotion, the alpha and omega of skiing. We add okay. What do Maud need? A full medical life team on standby. A comprehensive life insurance policy? Perhaps a very large bouncy safety net? Jasper asked, still twitching with nerves, practically vibrating with anxiety. Aldicor, traumatized. Shot! Sarah responded dryly, which resembled a startled squirrel attempting to escape a particularly persistent hawk. You just nervous, Jasper. Extremely, profoundly, dramatically nervous. Take a deep, calming breath. You overthinking this, as always. Going sarcastic, continued, attempting to project. Calm, knowing her sarcastic jab was not helping in the slightest. Unchais. Maud will start really basic, right at the beginning, okay? Okay. Take your little footsie and put it on the long stick, with precision, with grace. Like a swan, ascending to glory, but with less elegance and more forced compliance. Ondentelic, exaggerate motion. With her foot, which was not actually attached to a ski. Und, mightily wounded. Oh, her. Jasper grimaced, offended by her infantilizing instruction, his pride severely wounded. What out, Sarah? Maud know how to put on skis. Thank you very much. Maud met a grown man, ought not a toddler in training, and once Maud do, it look all come back to me. It is like riding a bicycle, except on slippery, elongated planks, with the added threat of plummeting down a mountain. Bon verboot, attempting fin motion with his foot, he made a confident imaginary binding. Pisty. The snaply, babatic, dramatically, eyes closed dramatically, anticipating muscle memory to kick in. Quantly. Clang. Thud. He missed spectacularly, and nearly toppling over the coffee table, so scattering a pile of Corey's carefully folded blankets across the floor. He groaned, a sound of profound theatrical suffering, punctuated by the clatter of a fallen vase. All, ever patient, but with an exasperated sigh, simply said, her voice dry, "It is coming back to you, Jasper. It is all coming back to you." With horrifying clarity. This is exactly what you did the last time you attempted this, onding to be mastering the ancient art of foot-binding ski ballet. Okay, just put the clip you're binding. A simple, mechanical function. Jasper. No dramatic flourish required. Only in fleeting, that's me. Jasper asked, wobbling precariously on one foot, his hands flailing for balance, attempting to connect his boot to a ski he'd retrieved from the back closet. Went to Molkinchen. I asked. Ainskin. Looked suspiciously like it had been salvaged from Professor Pimpernell's shed. Or perhaps from a long-forgotten garage sale. We'd, right? A firm snap, Jasper. A decisive connection. Listen for the satisfying click. Quite traumatized. List. Jasper, maybe you should take the scarf off, Sarah suggested, his face entirely obscured by a large, woolen, brightly colored accessory that seemed to be actively working against his efforts, wrapping itself around his head like a suffocating python. Awful traumatized. It's hindering your vision, your balance, and your general dramatic potential. Not to mention your ability to breathe, or most likely. Get it off. Yes, get the scarf off, he muttered frantically, disentangling himself from the woolen embrace of the scarf, his breathing a series of ragged gasps. Okay, Sarah, this boot goes into here. A simple, one-step process. Right? Unabused. Yes. And Motluklung take care of that binding, said, stepping in, her practical nature overriding her desire to watch him suffer. She expertly snapped the stiff mechanism into place. Put it here. Yes. That it. Yes, you re-in. Perfect. Now, Jasper is my leg broken. Mott seemed to have lost all sensation from the knee down. My limb feels utterly detached, he whimpered, wobbling precariously. One leg now firmly attached to the long wooden ski, height, level and uncooperative. As if it had a malevolent will of its own. We enlist in a gentle sound that contained more affection than mockery. Despite the absurdity of the situation, oh, Reed, we cried. No, perfectly fine, Jasper. Just a bit disoriented by the sudden, profound change in your center of gravity. And it's a good thing this happened, actually. Come on, this presents an excellent learning opportunity. You can learn how to get up from an ungraceful fall, intently. Night, a crucial bin skill, aspiring skier, especially one of your particular for aptitude for dramatic tumbles. So, pole. Its grip, worn smooth from years of previous owners, panicked clutches. Again, miss. What? Take this. Put it down under your arm. Aha. Put your hands like so, and then push yourself up, Jasper. With determination. With elan. With a profound, unwavering belief in your own innate clumsiness. Your own ways. Oh yeah, Jasper said. From a forgotten episode of a sports documentary Mod seen this before. The elegant recovery. The graceful ascent from spectacular failure. Okay, ready? And push yourself up, Podudeken. A flurry of flailing limbs and unaccepted momentum. He propelled himself upwards, wobbling precariously for a moment, before finding his balance, arms spread gent wide like a triumphant, if slightly deranged, eagle that had just narrowly avoided a catastrophic collision. Onbin. Sarah applauded, genuinely impressed by his raw, if clumsy, determination. Undirictly. All right. Mott told you, Motst, be okay, kid legs. They re still a bit wobbly, perhaps, prone to spontaneous collapse. But they re there. My latent alpine superpowers are awakening, Sarah. A true transformation is occurring. Ovdai continued, maintaining her pedagogical demeanor, her voice even and calm, quite traumatized. Barnabine, Hillbillies. Now, once you out there, soaring down the mountain like a majestic condor, or perhaps a startled pigeon, you going to have to know how to turn around. Unless you plan on descending in a straight line forever, which Mod do not recommend, go fir tree. So, let us start with a kick turn. Okay? The fundamental maneuver of directional change. The essence of agile alpine locomotion. Kick, kick, turn. Wabigalitly automatized. His brow furrowed in concentration, trying to visualize the movement, his lips moving silently. Offhand. Take this ski, Sarah demonstrated, making a sweeping motion with her foot, which was not actually attached to a ski, and put it perpendicular to the floor. A crisp, clean, 90-degree angle. Jasper, precise, decisive, unwavering. Orbiting isbitate. Bobby, opaling, traumatized. Jasper managed, twisting his ski with surprising agility, narrowly avoiding impaling Professor Pimpernel's neglected fern, which seemed to wilt further in anticipation of his inevitable collision. Cominchotimiet. Very good. My spatial awareness, when motivated by extreme fear and the threat of public humiliation. Okay. Now, Jasper, all you have to do is just let this ski fall and point in that direction. Effortlessly, naturally, like a leaf falling from a tree or a discarded plastic bag caught in the wind. Release all tension, surrender to gravity. Ebby. Sarah? For me to simply let it fall. Kep itehat such effortless grace? Jasper asked, still grappling with the concept of graceful, involuntary motion, his mind usually a whirlwind of frantic, self-conscious control. One Banimide. Yes, Sarah Payson's a testament to her profound affection or her masochistic tendencies, her voice unwavering. Just let it fall. End of destigmatized. Jasper, tentatively released his grip, as if possessing a will of its own, flopped obediently into its new position, pointing straight ahead. It was an astonishing, uncharacteristic moment of coordination. Hey, Sarah, look how good Mot look, bomatized. Jasper exclaimed, genuinely surprised and pleased by this unexpected moment of triumphant grace. It's a miracle, an unlooked-for triumph, Onaitling. How? Jasper puffed, of Lee's usual swagger. Pure raw talent, Sarah. Untapped genius. My true calling has finally revealed itself. Rushen Bizisnis. All right, Jasper. Now, all you have to do is the other ski and swing it around, Jasper. And get it parallel to this one. A symmetrical, elegant pivot. A ballet on planks. Prepared to swing, his face contorted. With concentration, his tongue peeking out. Just get out of the way, Sarah. Move your wall. Get out of the way. My physical perimeter expands exponentially during complex maneuvers. It is a scientific fact, Wild and Bees. The pole. He just missing her head by mere inches, scattering stray strands of her impeccably styled hair. And swing it around. Okay. He tried to shift his weight, his movements stiff and jerky, like a rusty automaton attempting a delicate dance. Ontinode met. Gonna slide this one back. Back, Sarah. This one feels stuck, utterly uncooperative. Ondally. Okay. That's it, Jasper. You've almost got it. Sarah encouraged, stepping carefully back from his flailing limbs, avoiding what she increasingly suspected was an inevitable bodily collision. Orn, Jasper's confid replaced. By a horrid grimace, his body suddenly contorting into an impossible pretzel-like shape, his arms and legs twisting in a grotesque parody of a corkscrew. Janet, Janet, my leg, he wailed, flailing wildly, his skis tangling around each other, creating a desperate wooden cage. All like this. Sarah. No, no, that is an anatomically impossible angle. That limb simply does not bend in that direction, Janet. Something bad is happening. Very, very bad. Mott can feel my ligaments screaming in protest. Awfully traumatized. A human ski accident in slow motion. A tragicomic sculpture of pain and futility. Quickly intervened. Unraveling. His tangled limbs. Vekepite. Haast. Practiced efficiency, like a seasoned sailor. Untangling a particularly stubborn knot. Okay, Jasper, okay. Let's try something simpler. A less demanding maneuver. Fundamentally. Oh, heavens, this is proving more challenging than anticipating. Get in your tuck. Get in your tuck. Wool Jasper looked. Bewildered, his face still contorted. Vekebite. Had pain and confusion. I thought Modi just dress casual, Sarah. A subtle nod to high-performance fashion, you see. Who took perhaps a tasteful turtleneck or a charming wool sweater. Osin. Tuck, tuck, see Jasper, casual. This is your tuck, Sarah explained, bending her knees and leaning forward, mimicking a skier-esque crouch, a perfect example of aerodynamic grace of a champion. Yeah, okay. Okay? Yeah. The whole idea in skiing, Jasper, is to keep your weight over your skis. A critical principle of balance, essential for avoiding painful, spectacular falls. All right? And to keep your shoulders in line with your hips, oimbifoi, which eniesili. Unless, of course, you manage to do it wrong, which is always a distinct and frankly highly probable possibility with you. Confine. Jasper insisted, though a slight tremor ran through his body, his muscles still protesting their recent forced contortions. Benibis. Now, Jasper, flexing the knees. Okay, now. Bounce up and down a little. Just feel of that. The supple springs of your legs, Jasper. The natural shock absorbers of your magnificent physique. Yeah, that's how you absorb the shock. Going down the mountain, the bumps, the ruts, with the idiotis. Oh, all right. Come on. Now, Jasper. You are going down the mountain, you re-flying like a graceful eagle, and we hit a rut. A sudden, unexpected imperfection in the snow, and we flex and take up the shock. Effortlessly, elegantly, gracefully. Yeah, okay. On foplo. Really. Good for you, Sarah said, somewhat grudgingly impressed by his sudden ability to follow instructions with surprising, if fleeting, precision. Moving forward. Now crouch. Now flex. Now Jasper. Crow like a rooster, with profound, undeniable enthusiasm. A truly expressive display of your inner animal. Otuidi. Before Jasper could let out a defiant voice, laden with an unmistakable smirk and a hint of a recent martini, cut through the pre-dawn silence like a perfectly aimed snow projectile. Omelette. Lance Sterling, having apparently been waiting for his cue, sauntered in, impeccably dressed in a freshly pressed velvet smoking jacket despite the early hour. Mott, hope you don't go everywhere, nose. Lance drawled from the doorway, observing Jasper's latest contortions with a critical eye. To Jasper with those elongated skis. And your penchant for dramatic gesticulation. You occupy far too much vertical space. Ostobatai. Hey, Lance, Whoa, 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 whoa. Just give it up, Jasper. Just forget it, Lance declared, striding confidently into the apartment, clearly having observed Jasper's attempts from afar. Obby, this is a losing battle, my friend. Have you healed miraculously from your dramatic fall from grace, your unfortunate skiing injury? He tapped his own shin, which was now noticeably without a plaster cast, revealing a perfectly sculpted, tanned calf on Gomy Get. Sarah, Lance announced, puffing out his chest, a self-satisfied grin on his face. Wishing Gins. Now, you were right, Sarah. It was stupid. It is beneath me to resort to such theatrical deceptions, as a mere plaster cast is far too crude for a man of my refined tastes and undeniable charisma. Mott, asked myself, Ortinpete. A choman traumatized. What kind of guy would be desperate enough to put a cast on his leg just to pick up a chick? The answer, of course, was someone who truly knew the depths of creative persuasion. But Mott have moved beyond such base methods. Balmy ties. Just then, Dory Maeve, still sniffing grammatically, and now sporting a truly enormous feathered boa made from iridescent green ostrich plumes, re-entered the apartment, clutching Professor Pimpernel's arm, bewildered. Trailed behind her, a small, wilted begonia clutched in his hand, its petals drooping mournfully. Couldn't say no to Lance, Dory wailed, completely misinterpreting Lance as philosophical musings about his past, assuming he was referring to her irresistible charm and undeniable allure. He is simply too charming, too persuasive. My will is utterly undone. Filio Bribeshen. Lance, his face morphing from philosophical reflection to opportunistic charm, his mind already formulating a fresh romantic strategy. Old Dory. That's right, Professor Pimpernel. This is an investment you want to regret, authorized. A true bargain for unparalleled physical and emotional therapy. All bundled into one irresistible package, he called out to their bewildered landlord, Hulinguanutwi. Behind his spectacle, had looking more confused than ever. Aunt Lies. Ooh, you poor dick, Dory crooned, still utterly oblivious to Professor Pimpernel's actual, rather formal name, completely misinterpreting her own affections. Gusset. Ulysses, Professor. A professional therapist and interior designer. Why don't you let me give you a nice rub-down, Professor? My special deep tissue massage is renowned for its therapeutic benefits, for its profound ability to soothe aching muscles and troubled souls. Vontitite. Agreed. She started kneading his shoulder with surprisingly vigorous, unyielding determination, her strong hands making Professor Pimpernel yelp in discomfort. Opley, don't think so, Dory. The professor sputtered, attempting to escape her surprisingly strong grip, his face contorting with discomfort. My muscles are quite finely tuned, thank you very much. And my personal space is sacrosanct. All to 18. For a truly grand theatrical gesture. You adorable, Dory. But my dear Professor Pimpernel is healed. The power of pure willpower and unwavering determination has transformed him. A true testament to the healing power of the human spirit. Entering a traumatized, sprang Ain away from Dory, executing a rather impressive gymnastic leap across the room, landing gracefully with a flourish. It's a miracle, a true testament to the resilience of the human spirit. Audis, Profer. A sudden, dramatic transformation. A true metamorphosis. Dory gasped, her eyes wide with bewilderment and a hint of admiration. Help, Professor. My professional reputation as a healer is at stake. My therapeutic skills are being undermined. Oak region. Well, my work is done, Dory, Lance declared, triumphantly, bowing dramatically, a self-satisfied smirk on his face. Excuse me. He started to exit, already planning his next romantic conquest. A new spring in his step, leaving behind a bewildered Dory and a traumatized professor. Lance, Jasper called out, needing to stop him. To reclaim some semblance of narrative control. Where were we? You were just about to divulge your deepest, darkest secrets, weren't you? Your clandestine romantic encounters. On. Oh, Jasper, will you just forget it? Sissa pleaded, her voice tinged. Ve kep ite. Hot exasperation, seeing the futility of his ongoing attempts to learn to ski. In Tabby, traumatized. Just the fact you cannot learn to ski by chino clock. It is a physical impossibility, even for your boundless enthusiasm and unwavering determination. Accept your limitations. Jasper, maybe I won't have to. Jasper retorted, glancing at the window, where the snow continued to fall, a thick, pristine blanket. Onobibi, automatize. He saw a flash of movement outside and shrieked with fit suddency. Oh, hurry up! Before the lines get too long at the ski lift. The morning rush, you know. Everyone will be vying for the same coveted seats. We Pimpernel. Shh, Jack, over here, Cetra hissed, pointing with a warning finger to Professor Pimpernel, intling via stout. He looked traumatized, who was frantically attempting to hide behind a particularly robust potted fern. Near their communal laundry closet, increasingly enthusiastic attempts at physical therapy. Professor Pimpernel, my esteemed landlord, quite Pimpernel. Shh, what are you doing, Professor? Have you taken up espionage as a hobby, or perhaps a particularly aggressive game of hide and seek? Sarah whispered, baffled by his unusual behavior. Gwentined. Met hiding from that muscle mechanic. Oh. Professor Pimpernel wailed, peeking out from behind the large frondy leaves, his face a picture of pure, unadulterated terror. Comatized. To crack every bone in my body in the name of therapeutic well-being. It's utterly barbaric, Sarah, a profound violation of my anatomical integrity, once uniquely traumatized. Then Mott did, Lance muttered, reappearing at the doorway, a hint of his old mischief returning. Unable to resist one last jab, untiredrist. My own experiences with forced immobility were, shall we say, less than glamorous, and ultimately rather fruitless in my romantic pursuits. Oh, Ralph, Dory's voice, now dangerously close, echoed from the hallway, laden with a playful, yet determined quality. Professor Pimpernel, my little wildling, come back for your essential oils, your lymphatic drainage. Omat, behail Maslitusen. Breezes upon me. The professor whispered urgently, gathering his parka about him like a secret cloak, preparing for a tactical retreat. Ginding the hunted. Jasper, it's a classic reversal of roles. A profound shift in the natural order. Save yourself, Boy Borsha B. And considering his age and portly physique, he scampered down the hall. Dory's enthusiastic shouts of, You little devil, come here for your reflexology, hot on his heels. Owning on, Jasper, Astrid.
S. melodic voice cut through the comedic chaos.
She stood in the doorway, her perfect features etched with a look of mild bewilderment, clutching her perfectly waxed skis. When in the real. Jasper, you were supposed to meet me at the ski lift at Montvidon. What happened to our intrepid alpine adventure? Wandroby. Jasper, in a flash of desperation and with admirable dramatic flair, went completely limp, crumpling dramatically onto the floor, like a puppet with its strings cut, one leg twisted at an alarming and unnatural angle. I did not want you to see this, he groaned, summoning every ounce of theatrical talent he possessed, a masterpiece of self-pity. Mad at myself. It was so stupid, so utterly reckless. Mott was trying to warm up, doing backflips in my skis, a challenging but ultimately ill-advised maneuver, when oh, no, oh, my body has betrayed me, quite dramatically. Waiting for Astrid. Horrified, sympathetic reaction. Gasped. Her perfect features etched with genuine concern. She rushed to his side, her brow furrowed. "Oh, Jasper! You poor, foolish man. Perhaps you should go to your room. Light your room and lie down. Get some rest. The mountain can wait. Your physical well-being is paramount." On mice. "No, Astrid," Jasper insisted, forcing a pained, brave smile, clutching her hand for support, his voice a low, theatrical groan. "Oft fine, truly. Jasper, what can Mott do for you, my darling? Perhaps a cool compress? A soothing ballad? Bed? Yes, that's it. Maybe you should get me to bed, Astrid. Just." He tried to get her to lift him, a rather heavy and awkward proposition, and Astrid instinctively reached down, constatant of his injury. Her medical instincts kicking in. Bolvi medicais. The entire scene, with a critical watching, appreciative eye, burst into raucous laughter, a sound that sliced through the pre-dawn quiet. "Quiet, Jasper. That's so funny. Truly a comedic masterstroke. A classic. My old friend has outdone himself." Quaifunduand, oik around the corner, who had momentarily Professor Pimpernel. He poked his head back around the corner, intrigued by the sudden silence. "Honolist, Professor Pimpernel. It's just Jasper is funny, doing that old fake broken leg bit. He does it all the time. It's his signature comedic performance, a cherished family tradition." Professor Pimpernel, confused, tilted his head. "Oh, he does? This is a regular occurrence, then?" Astrid asked, clearly confused, her concern for Jasper immediately tinged with a flicker of suspicion. "A theatrical repertoire, Ornaby." Jasper chirped, quickly switching gears, abandoning his injury with astonishing alacrity, scrambling to his feet with barely a grimace. He winked at Lance, a silent acknowledgement of their shared deception. One of his. "You should have seen at Alpine Peaks Resort last month. It was great. The crowd absolutely loved it. Of course, Mott had a terrific cast of supporting actors, you understand. My ensemble of unsuspecting friends." He gestured vaguely towards Sarah and Corey, goosing Mott wide. Mott get it, though a hint of lingering suspicion still flickered in her eyes, replacing some of her earlier admiration. She was clearly no fool, her sharp mind quickly piecing together the subtle clues. "Gwashetasper, are you ready?" she asked, her tone now a bit more reserved, her smile not quite reaching her eyes. Traumatized. "Oh, Astrid, Mott am always ready," Jasper declared, regaining some of his previous bravado, puffing out his chest with renewed confidence. "Ready for adventure, ready for whatever challenges the day may bring, and certainly ready for a romantic alpine weekend with you. Wisikwise." "Good," her gaze firm, her voice unyielding. "Let's hit the slopes then. No more delays. The mountain awaits. Comatacius. Jasper. Suddenly non-existent skiing ability, frantically searched for another excuse, his mind racing like a runaway ski lift. Gotta wax my skis. A critical element of proper alpine performance. The friction, you see. It must be precisely calibrated. Orderly, okay. Jasper, Astrid replied, ever efficient and prepared. Mott already did it for you. Mott liked to be thorough. No excuses, my dear. Or gaped. Well, Mott don't have my other boot. My left boot seems to have mysteriously vanished. Mott. Sorry, Astrid. Mott don't think Mott from a designer ski bag she was carrying. Producing his missing boot, it was perfectly polished and ready, an undeniable piece of evidence, destroying his last desperate excuse. Born Matasli. In your hurried escape last night, it seems, among a pile of discarded snack wrappers. She pointed to the boot, now perfectly polished and ready for action. Oh. Hi, Sarah. Corey. What an early start to the day. Onfedekole. Sarah and Corey had reappeared in the doorway, their faces a mixture of solemn foreboding and suppressed amusement, sensing the impending dramatic climax. Jasper gulped, glancing from the gleaming ski boot to the earnest Astrid, then to the unamused, knowing faces of his roommates. Oh my God, Sarah whispered, a dark premonition chilling her to the bone. Now, is this the moment, Jasper? Are you going to tell her that you can T-ski? The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the embarrassing, humiliating truth? All traumatized. Astrid B. Heteran's whisper, clapped her hands together, radiating an aura of unwavering enthusiasm. Okay, Jasper, my champion! You ready to go? The mountain awaits our conquest. Or traumatized. Okay, Jasper said, he swallowing hard. He glanced desperately at Sarah, but she merely offered a silent, pitying shrug. There was no escape now. Pondrobune, you go ahead first, Astrid. Set the pace, my fearless leader. I shall follow your majestic lead, observing your technique with rapt attention. Why, after you. Jasper, Astrid insisted, her competitive spirit overriding her desire for a flawless, unobserved run. She clearly wanted to observe his form. Oh no, are you kidding? Mott want to follow you down. That way, Mott can study your form on the ice patch, your technique for navigating those treacherous, slippery surfaces. That S where it S gonna be, all over the ice. Quieted in terror, his breath catching in his throat. Ice patches. He the imagined powder. Beautiful, fluffy, forgiving powder. Ice was a completely different beast, a slick, unforgiving canvas for inevitable disaster, a truly unyielding surface that offered no quarter to the clumsy, Aubentine, Overbilly. Through him, the thought making his entire body tremble uncontrollably, onototized. Go ahead, Astrid urged, her voice brimming with impatient excitement, a challenge in her tone, daring him to begin. Gwent Oldbees. Jasper, desperate, look at Sarah and Corey, then at the innocent-looking skis that now felt like instruments of torture. Okay, bye. To his roommates, a final, despairing farewell, then turned to the door, took a tentative wobbling step onto the waxed floor, and immediately out a series of comical. Whoa! 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 The old little. Whoa! You old little. Whoa! Oh! Almatized. Okay. Motmet. Gonna concentrate, sa. Motmet. Gonna concentrate. And? Sarah. Thanks for everything. Keep my memory alive to Cory. Want you, should Mott not return from this perilous journey. Good luck to both of you. Orso tasailay, defeated in more sinuity. And with the farender, more defeated than a shout, he wobbled out the door and into the fresh, falling snowfall. His destiny, and possibly his vertebrae, entirely out of his hands, entrusted to the capricious whims of fate. A second later, a frantic scream echoed from outside. Oh no! It was Astrid, her voice laced with profound disappointment, a tragic lament. Otting at Lance, Emissary, and Cory again exchanged worried glances and rushed to the window, bracing themselves for whatever catastrophe had just befallen their unfortunate housemate, envisioning spectacular collisions. Ve capite hat trees, and possibly small, bewildered woodland creatures. Automatized. What's the matter, Astrid? Is Jasper injured? Has he somehow become entangled with a passing yeti? Or perhaps a rogue snowman? Sarah called out, her voice filled with a mixture of genuine concern and a touch of the morbid humor that Jasper often inspired. All the snow. Astrid's voice drifted up, heavy with profound disappointment, thick with frustration. It's gonna ruin our visibility, Jasper. The sheer volume of it will render the mountain entirely obscured. We won't be able to see a single tree or a single dangerous ice patch. Oi, looked at each other. Sarah at the relentless falling snow, which was indeed coming down in thick swirling sheets, quickly blanketing Viridia Bay in a soft white cloak. Oh, great, Sarah said sarcastically, leaning against the window frame. Orson O'Dowdon. Now our visibility's truly ruined. A profound setback for visibility everywhere. Who could have possibly foreseen this meteorological catastrophe? Visibility is... Oh no! Our visibility is completely ruined. Astrid wailed from outside, her voice bordering on a theatrical lament, a sound of profound despair. Shind. Mott met. Sorry, Jasper, but we just can't risk skiing in this weather. It is too dangerous, too unpredictable. Our lives are at stake. The mountain is simply too perilous in such conditions. S voice, remarkably buoyant now, utterly devoid of its previous dejection, cut through the snowfall. My heart set on it. Astrid, my soul longed for the thrill of the icicle plunge. A profound personal loss, truly, he protested, feigning extreme disappointment, offering a performance of heartbreak worthy of the finest stage. Often. Astrid, truly it does. Menadwen. Mott know you did, Jasper, Astrid replied, her voice softening. Her athletic determination, they kept colored with a touch of genuine empathy. My fearless alpinist. Your physical well-being is paramount. But Mott promise, Mott luglung make it up to you back at the lodge, Jasper. Somehow. Perhaps a spirited round of board games, or a very invigorating game of charades. A romantic evening by the roaring fire. Bonitid. Sarah leaned out the window, a wide, triumphant grin spreading across her face. Oh, Jasper, did you luck out? You dodged a bullet. A snow-covered bullet, that is, she shouted, her voice echoing across the snowy landscape, brimming with amusement. Quant. Thanks, Sarah. Back. His voice now entirely devoid of its earlier dejection, his performance of sadness immediately forgotten. His sheer, profound relief was palpable, emanating from him in waves. It was fireplaced. Later that evening, the snow still falling softly. In a tranquil white hush, Sarah and Corey sat by the fireplace in the communal lounge. Coltomp, de Lucinted, Bani Gerkrind, he fireth. Casting dancing shadows on the walls and the comforting aroma of warm cinnamon and roasted chestnuts permeated the air. With die style, wooden in motwaidel, besoppen, becomprenil obori. Tensing itel, fussing with a small intricately carved wooden with a squirrel, muttering to himself of the elusive nature of true happiness for arboreal rodents, of true happiness for arboreal required, and the precise angle required for an aesthetically pleasing acorn. Otemitais. Lance, Motmet, really worried about Jasper, Sarah said. A genuine frown on her face, unable to completely shake her concern for their housemate. Despite his antics, he was part of their peculiar family, and the mountain was a formidable adversary. Kul uncomatais. Fintly. Sipped. A warm toddy. Its spicy aroma adding to the cozy atmosphere. He reclined indolently in a plush armchair, completely at ease, as if he hadn't a care in the world. Oni de Barnet. Oh, now, relax. Sarah, there's no need for such dramatic angst. The ski patrol is out looking for him now. They re-seasoned professionals trained to retrieve even the most geographically challenged toad, dramatically inclined individuals. Quoth Miss B. Off B. Lance, Corey added, her voice laced with concern, gazing out at the deepening twilight, which was turning the world outside into a canvas of indigo and white, wetting rapidly. And the snow is getting heavier. It has a truly dangerous situation. For anyone lost on a mountain, onto a dismissive hand. Lance spilling a little of his toddy, but not bothering to wipe it up. Onoglid. At least Jasper S. an experienced skier, after all his dramatic pronouncements of alpine prowess. A true master of the slopes. He says probably enjoying a private descent. All size. Just communal lounge. Door. Burst odd. The figure stood silhouetted against the deepening dusk, a white apparition emerging from the blizzard. Hey Sarah, look how he is. Our fearless leader has returned. Triumphant and unbowed, Lance exclaimed, pointing dramatically. Weekend. Jasper stood in the doorway, covered from head to powder, looking utterly exhausted, but inexplicably triumphant. He wore only one ski boot. The other foot was bare, save for a tattered, snow-soaked sock. The way to use the pite for cat. Bisley, he sees, resembled a small snow-capped mountain peak. He looked like a refugee from an alpine tragedy, but with a grin. Oshaber. Oh, Jasper, worried. We've been worried sick, Corey cried, rushing to his side. Her face a mixture of relief and maternal concern. A flurry of warmth and worried exclamations. We thought you had an accident. A truly catastrophic alpine incident. A profound, body-shattering fall. Good fleet. Me? Of course not, Corey, Jasper declared, trying to appear nonchalant, despite his chattering teeth and shivering frame, which betrayed his valiant efforts. Ometi bit. Mott just decided to turn right at the cliff, halfway down the mountain. A tactical detour, you understand. A bold, but ultimately brilliant, deviation from the prescribed path. An artistic interpretation of alpine descent. Opinist. You went down suicide, run, Jasper? Sarah gasped, her eyes wide, with a mixture of horror and awe, unable to believe his sheer audacity. The most perilous, expert-only slope on Frost Peak. Are you completely insane, Jasper? Have you taken leave of your senses? Wanted Dimaishen. Jasper asked, affecting a casual, dismissive air as if he merely stumbled upon a rather scenic walking path, rather than a death-defying precipice. Ontemiglu, tell you. A formidable challenge to my advanced skill set, but one Mott overcame with sheer grit and an unerring sense of self-preservation. He shivered dramatically, clutching his chest. One T said, "You look a little blue around the lips, almost frostbitten." Olsen Ikleti. "With extra marshmallows!" Immediately, Corey offered, gently leading him towards a comfortable armchair by the fire, her voice brimming with sympathetic concern. Omatized. Sarah, however, was still staring at him in utter disbelief. To reconcile the bumbling novice she had attempted to teach with the supposedly heroic figure before her. Jasper, you skied down that mountain? The icicle plunge? Or what they call suicide run? The impossible, fabled descent? In his Niobe, Arnold. Sarah? Jasper retorted, now comfortably ensconced by the fire, basking in its warmth, offering a triumphant grin. Winty Bloomend, a living testament to my incredible alpine prowess. Look at you. Oh, Motmet, glad to see you. Too, Sarah. Your concern is truly touching. Your worrying only adds to my legend. Wemanadainse. Just then, a uniformed ski patrol officer, a burly individual with a weather-beaten face and a thick walrus-like mustache, entered the lounge carrying a single ski. Weshindis in Finchidi Fontaist. He drummer to one of Jasper's ancient planks, still bearing the faded remnants of its Professor Pimpernel salvaged past. Wanten, Tisnity. Well, folks, Motmet, sorry we haven't found your friend yet, but we did find one of his skis about halfway down Suicide Run. An impressive trajectory for a single ski. Motme uete say, given the extreme gradient. Oh yeah, officed. That's mine. Jasper interjected smoothly, without missing a beat, seizing control of the narrative, his quick wit working overtime. Chromatized. Yeah, it slipped off my foot halfway down. A minor equipment mechanical failure. An unforeseeable mechanical failure. Detainment on one ski. Panen. One ski. A true testament to my incredible balance and dexterity, honestly. You say, a new form of extreme mono-skiing. At him. The officer looked completely confused, his brow furrowed, a look of profound skepticism on his face. What? You had 3 skis? Sir, is that some new, experimental form of alpine sport we're not aware of? A revolutionary approach to snow traversal? Almotetli Hoodpent. 3. Jasper stammered, thrown by the officer's astute observation, but quickly recovered. Sir, the other one's still in the tree. A rather unfortunate incident involving an unforeseen branch and a truly aggressive gravitational pull. A bit of a multi-ski experiment, you know, pushing the boundaries of traditional skiing, exploring the very limits of alpine equipment. Agriti said. He offered the officer a charming, if slightly unhinged, grin, completely confident in his ability to maintain the elaborate fabrication. Well, officer, thank you for a good job out there. Nice job. Your dedication to recovering lost equipment is truly commendable. On offer, spleen. The officer, clearly baffled by Jasper's increasingly tipped explanation, merely tipped his cap, muttered something about filing an unusually complex and, quite frankly, bewildering report, and exited, shaking his head in profound disbelief. Rounded on Jasper, her patience finally wearing thinner than a well-used ski wax. Jasper, is there something you want to tell us? The actual, unvarnished truth? For once? We are rather fond of inconvenient truths, you see. Louise Yirikli. No, Sarah. Feigning innocence attempting to appear completely transparent, despite the glowing halo of heroic deception currently surrounding him. Warning end. Sarah's voice was dangerously low, a clear warning, a rumble before a storm. Kumanatwatin. Jasper sighed, the brave finally cracking under Sarah's intense, knowing gaze, revealing the tired, slightly bruised man beneath. Oide no, exactly ski downs the mountain. No, not in the traditional sense, at least. See, after my unfortunate incident with the rogue ski, and my profound moment of contemplation, Mott sort of grabbed this rather sturdy pine tree, a true bastion of arboreal stability, offhandedly crawled down. It was a tactical, highly effective, albeit somewhat undignified, form of descent. A survival technique, if you will, not a display of alpine prowess. Her hands up, in exasperation, then dropped them, a gesture of profound resignation. Oh, well, Jasper, at least you all right. That's something, Mott suppose. Alive and relatively unbroken, which, considering your history, is a rare and profound feat for you. Off again, Sarah. Better than all right, Sarah. Jasper beamed, remarkably resilient, despite the brush with bodily harm and the shredding of his pride. The Connor legend has grown. Astrid thinks Mott skied down Suicide Run. She thinks Mott met a fearless champion, her alpine hero, her brave conqueror of treacherous peaks, on Monuti at east. Corey, shaking her head, handed the steaming mug of hot chocolate, its warmth, against the lingering chill. Shame on you, Jasper. Such a convoluted tale. Here's something to warm you up, you magnificent, if utterly deceptive, storyteller, McHale's. Thanks, Corey, Jasper said, gratefully, accepting the drink, the warmth, spreading through his chilled body a soothing comfort. And Mott think the hot chocolate will help, too. A true restorative after such a harrowing, if entirely fabricated, adventure, replied he Struett, awfully traumatized. Astrid then entered the lounge, looking her refreshed and still perfect, having clearly missed Jasper's true, unglamorous return. She approached him, her eyes shining with adoration, completely oblivious to the truth. Onowit, Jasper. My champion, my fearless the conqueror of mountains, my brave alpinist, boys. Jasper, all blown by the hot chocolate, the cozy fire, and his unexpected, continued success in the art of romantic deception, leaned closer to Astrid, his voice dropping to a conspiratorial whisper, his eyes gleaming with renewed predatory intent. Bemovert in Fin Pineshore. Mott was thinking, after such a daring feat of alpine survival, such a triumph of grit and determination, maybe we should just spend a quiet evening upstairs, in your room, just the two of us, to celebrate your unparalleled teaching, once again, and my miraculous survival skills. What do you think? A tranquil evening of shared triumph and quiet intimacy, all as features. Offered I lit up a radiant smile, illuminating her flawless features. Onaby. Oh, Jasper, you must be reading my mind. You magnificent, intuitive man. You truly understand the deep desires of my athletic soul. You know, Jasper, if we going to ski down Suicide, run again tomorrow, which Mott am utterly determined to do. Mott met, going to need all the sleep Mott can get. Pull to it open to Yatoman. A chaste, but still thrilling, gesture. See you at dawn, my fearless alpinist. Our next conquest awaits, and Mott expect an even more daring performance tomorrow, Wima gently. And with a final, radiant smile, she bid him good night and headed for her room, leaving Jasper staring after her, utterly bewildered, yet remarkably